Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to my elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, those men that taught me the truth of the Bible through the Holy Spirit. And Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash, Brakatham, to the elect of Israel that scattered across the four corners of the globe. So what we're looking at here is an article from www.theguardian.com, which The Guardian is a very reputable newspaper out there in the United Kingdom, out there in England. So what we're going to see here is news that we can rely on. And as you can see by the headline, this is going into the prophecy of the mark of the beast, right? Which the men of Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles and the elders and the men on down, this is what we're prophesying about in these last days, because this is a very major prophecy before the end of this age, if you will, right? Before the end of Esau's age. And when we say Esau, we're referring to a nation of people, right? That nation being the Edomites being you so-called white people. And we're living at the end of your rulership, and before your rulership goes down on a physical level, your elite, names such as the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, so on and so forth, these central bankers, these central banking families, they want to try and bring about a new world order. And at the helm of their new world order are going to be these implantable microchips, okay, which the Bible refers to as the mark of the beast, right? Pursuant to the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse, where it says, roughly paraphrasing, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And that scripture there is speaking about what we're seeing here in the news almost day in, day out, right? Speaking about these implantable microchips. And whoever receives these implantable microchips will be destroyed in the time of World War III, which is the time that we're living in right now, where you're going to have various different countries around the world launching their missiles, culminating to America, which is Babylon the Great, utterly being destroyed, because this microchip will sweep over here to the Americas, and the masses of people over here in America will, take this chip and will receive that judgment. Which is pursuant to the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter and the 9th and 10th verse. And also the masses of people will be destroyed by way of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, right? Because he's going to come with his own brand of fire when he comes back with the holy angels and what people ignorantly call UFOs, right? And now these so-called UFOs, you're going to have what we call today laser beams, right? Concentrated fire coming out of these chariots, and they're going to destroy the masses of people too. So this is a message to you Israelites, right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are scattered around the world. Don't take this chip. That's the commandment, all right? And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is warning you through men as we speak, right? Again, beginning with the apostles and the elders and the men of Great Millstone. As a matter of fact, let's start this lesson off with a scripture. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter and the 17th verse. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel." Now your modern day watchmen would be the apostles and the elders and the men of Great Millstone, right? And what we're watching out for, the prophecies that you read about in the Bible concerning these last days, right? Prophecies such as, the time of Jacob's trouble that you read about in the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter and the 7th verse, where all hell is going to break loose upon our people in the form of concentration camps, in the form of famines, in the form of pestilences, civil unrest, race riots, okay? The prophecy of the mark of the beast, which is what we're going into right now, right, concerning this implantable microchip, and also the prophecy of World War III, right? The great destruction that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring in the form of thermonuclear fire, right, when these missiles are launched. And these are the things that we're watching out for and trying to warn our people about, right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because collectively we make up the house of Israel, right? It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." Right? So what Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has done in these last days has set up men, right, holy men in these last days, to receive the true understanding of this holy Bible, right, in full, from start to finish, from the book of Genesis all the way to the book of Revelation. And we're set up to warn our people of the things to come, and that's what we're doing, right? So with that being said, let's get into this article. Lord willing, I'll try my best to leave the link of this article in the description box, so brothers could do follow-up videos, so on and so forth, right? But I want to make this a very brief, to the point video. So it says, Alarm over talks to implant UK employees with microchips. Trades Union Congress concerned over tech being used to control and micromanage. Right, and this is an article that was posted today, Sunday 11th November 2018. Right, so it's very, very recent. It says Britain's biggest employer organisation and main trade union body have sounded the alarm over the prospect of British companies implanting staff with microchips to improve security. UK firm Biotech, which offers the implants to businesses and individuals, has already fitted 150 implants in the UK. The tiny chips implanted in the flesh between the thumb and the forefinger, which, again, you can read about this in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. It says, are similar to those for pets. They enable people to open their front door, access their office, or start their car with a wave of their hand, and can also store medical data. Another company, Biohacks of Sweden, also provides the human chip implants the size of a grain of rice. It told the Sunday Telegraph that it is in discussions with several British legal and financial firms about fitting their employees with microchips, including one major company with hundreds of thousands of employees. Right, so as you can see, this news regarding this implantable microchip, which is the mark of the beast that the Apostle John saw on the Isle of Patmos around 96 AD, which is over 2,000 years ago. This prophecy has come to pass, man, and the prophecy is speaking. That's why the prophet Habakkuk, that's why the Heavenly Father Yahweh said through the prophet Habakkuk that at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, and that's the time that we're living in right now, where these prophecies, they're speaking loud and clear. Right, so again, this is a warning unto you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, to not take this chip, because if you do take this chip, you will be destroyed. Okay, in a time of World War III, which World War III is brewing right now and will take place within our lifetime, between countries such as Russia, America, China, Iran. Okay, and also when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns with the holy angels, and we're seeing more and more sightings of these chariots, right, which people ignorantly call UFOs, and that's how our Lord's going to return, right, in these chariots with a multitude of angels with him, right, and they're going to put the masses of people to death that receive this chip too. So I want to close out by giving all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Those are the men that taught me the truth of the Bible through the Holy Spirit. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash Brakatham to the elect of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom. First and foremost, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom wa Brakatham to the Tabernacle of David, though for elect. I just want to do a quick response to this this article from theguardian.com. Alarm over talks to implant UK employees with microchips. All right, so it's becoming an issue, as this technology is beginning to become widespread, and even certain people are taking a second look at it, and they're considering, is this detrimental as in respects to people's freedom, their privacy. Is this a device to use as a form of total control? And that's basically what they're sounding the alarm for. All right, it says Trades Union Congress concerned over tech being used to control and micromanage. And reading that word micromanage, it kind of made me go and look that word up. You look it up in the Merriam-Webster. Micromanage, to manage especially with excessive control or attention to details. And that's the transitive verb. The intransitive verb, to direct or conduct the activities of a group of or an enterprise by micromanaging them. All right, so basically their concern is being totally controlled. All right, they want to direct your steps, And who does that? The Most High is the one who directs the steps of men. But Esau, all right, with his God complex, all right, this beast system that been formulated by the power of the Most High, he really believes that he should have that kind of control over mankind by amalgamating them with his artificial intelligence, his technology, if you will. And we've been saying this over and over. This is part of the workings of Satan that he's using to deceive the people. All right. So you got a lot of this going on, and that this technology is taking the world by storm. Now, all these different companies from the east to the west, they're all are receiving the idea that it would be all right for these companies to start implementing microchips, and they're presenting it to their employees, and some of the employees are voluntarily taking it. So you have people in the workforce in these different companies that are already receiving the mark, man. Okay, so this is what's going on. So let me read some of this article, and then I'm gonna hit a few scripts. Now it's just a quick update, on the mark of the beast. All right, and we've been telling you that this thing is gonna keep escalating. All right, we're getting closer and closer where they're gradually trying to slowly bring in the mark of the beast. They're trying to implement that system. All right, the other night, I had went out to eat with my woman, and I noticed, because we went to Chili's, and what I noticed at Chili's was you no longer have the option to even use cash anymore. You got to use the card with the chip in it now. All right, you can't the waiter or the waitress, they can't come over to your table and put a checkbook, with your receipt, giving you the bill. They can't actually they don't walk up to you and give you that bill anymore. They have a little screen, a little tablet where you basically have to pay on your own, and you can't put it doesn't have a slot where you could put dollar bills into it. No, you got to slide your card, all right, and let it read your chip. That's the only way you can pay for your meal and to leave that establishment. So these are different ways where they're really trying to make a transition from having using cash to being a cashless society. All right, so that's what's going on, and people are starting to, certain people that don't even necessarily know what the mark of the beast is, but they know about this technology. They're starting to question, what exactly are they, or why are they exactly trying to implement this form of technology? It says Britain's biggest employer organization and main trade union body have sounded the alarm over the prospect of British companies implanting staff with microchips to improve security. So you're doing it because you want your employees to be more safe. So you're doing it so they can be saved from danger. You keep them safe from danger. What dangers? That's the question. It's for security reasons or purposes. Well, that's the angle that this devil is going to try to use, man. That's the angle he's going to try to go. Well, we need it for security reasons. We need to make sure everybody's safe. We need to make sure we monitor everybody's activities, because we have an immigration problem. There's a lot of criminals and terrorists invading our jurisdiction. We got a lot of people come up missing. There's gonna be different ways that they're gonna try to come up with reasons as to why this is justifiable, man. All right, so these companies are using the improvement of security reason, or should I say excuse, to start providing microchipping the people. All right, so some of these people in the union, they're concerned about this. So how, in what way are people going to be kept safe from these different dangers? Are you not doing this because you want some form of control? Well, absolutely. That's why, you know, because the beast wants full control over you, over your soul. All right. It says UK firm biotech, which offers the implants to businesses and individuals, has already fitted 150 implants in the UK. The tiny chips implanted in the flesh between the thumb and forefinger are similar to those for pets. They enable people to open their front door, access their office, or start their car with a wave of their hand, and can also store medical data. Another company, Biohacks of Sweden, also provides human chip implants the size of a grain of rice. It told the Sunday Telegraph that it is in discussions with several British legal and financial firms about fitting their employees with microchips, including one major company with hundreds of thousands of employees. Okay, so that's what their goal is, to plan as to implant as many people with microchips as they can. Get as many people on that grid as possible, man. All right. They already started over here with a few companies here in the United States, and it's happening in other places, man, in other countries. All right, Sweden, down in Australia, India. So that work is already beginning. All right. It says the CBI, which represents 190,000 UK businesses, voiced concerns about the prospect. A CBI spokesperson said, while technology is changing the way we work, this makes for distinctly uncomfortable reading. Firms should be concentrating on rather more immediate priorities and focusing on engaging their employees. The TUC is worried that staff could be coerced into being microchipped. Yeah, good. Well, that's part of the agenda, man. All right. It says its General Secretary Francis O'Grady said, "We know workers are already concerned that some employers are using tech to control and micromanage, whittling away their staff's right to privacy." Exactly, man. You know, but really, it's really the government, the powers that be. They want to take away your right of privacy, man. It ain't for just the CEOs to monitor and look over their slaves, their employees. Ultimately, you're gonna be plugged into a system that's being watched by the top, by the government, man. All right. It says microchipping would give bosses even more power and control over their workers, which ultimately you're giving the beast, all right, the so-called white man, and his whole power structure. You're giving them more power over you, more power and mind control over you. All right. And that's what, if you receive the mark, that's exactly what happens. All right. Now, when you look up the word mark, all right, let's go to Revelation. All right. And this every time we go into the chip, the scripture is always going to come out, man, because this is one of the main prophecies, man. All right. And for the record, the mark of the beast is not no damn, because you got some bugged out turncoats, that fell out of the fold, and the Lord done worked on their minds and bugged them out. You got guys teaching now that the mark is basically money. The stamp of coins are basically when you put a coin through a coin press and stamp it. That's the mark of the beast, because it's a stamp on the actual money. That doesn't make any sense, man, because that's what all empires before this particular beast, they all have done that. All right. You stamp your money, man. But that's a beware of that doctrine. If you hear that doctrine that's being pushed out there, ignore that, man. All right, that's just the. I don't know if it's opioids. I don't know if it's the K2 or if it's just really just Satan himself. But either way, disregard that doctrine. All right, if you hear it. But anyway, this is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and that's talking about the so-called white man power infrastructure in the form of the EU and NATO, and America is a part of that through NATO. Okay, so this beast system is what's implementing this technology, and it's going to be mandated that you actually become a part of this system. And if you don't do it, you're going to be a target, man. All right, he's going to have to eliminate you, and that's the reason why he has FEMA concentration camps all over the country, and that's why FEMA is purchasing thousands of RFID chips. All right, verse 16 it says, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and that mark, all right, we always go into it. The Greek word is charagma, right? And it says a scratch or an etching, i.e. stamp as a badge of servitude. Okay, as a badge of servitude. So in other words, it's just like when you at your job, in order for you to even be on the plant, on the ground, of that particular company, you can't even work without that badge, man. You're not going to be able to get into the workplace without your badge. You got to clock in and clock out with that badge. You got to basically do everything on that badge, man. Well, that's how Esau, that chip is like that badge, man. You're going to need it to maneuver and function within his society, this bizarro world that he's creating right now, man. And he's going to try to make you emerge with his artificial intelligence. He wants you to be his damn robot, so he could control you like the Most High controls man and beast. All right, so you can't be ignorant of Shaitan's devices, man. Okay, so let me go back. All right, so basically it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and this is a physical mark, man. A scratch, a etching, that's basically like a incision, man. They're going to do something where they're going to have to cut into your skin, or whether it be in your hand or whether it be in your head, your forehead. All right, so that's a device. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. All right, and that's why they're trying to get rid of cash right now. All right, and it's no coincidence that we're having the world is entering into a global economic meltdown, man. With all these trade wars taking place. All right, it's meant to collapse the global economy, to introduce this new system. All right, it says, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Let me go from there. Revelation 14 and 10. Revelation 14 and 10. Verse 9, it says, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that's the judgment you're going to receive for accepting and receiving this this mark, man, which is this chip. All right, stay far away from it, man. All right, have faith in the Most High, trust on Him. When that day comes, everybody's faith is going to be tested, like we always say. All right, the Lord's going to see who really had faith and who really didn't. Okay, and that leads me to the scripture here in Revelation 3:10. All right, Revelation 3:10. It's a lot. I guess my connection. I'm not on Wi-Fi right now. I'm going off of the memory on this this phone, and it's taking forever to get to the scripture. But basically, in case it doesn't go through, you can go to the scripture, Revelation 3:10, because I have kept the word of my patience. I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And it says that it's gonna this is the tribulation, or the temptation that's gonna try the whole world, man. Everybody's gonna be tried by this. All right. And then when you go to Revelation 20, you're gonna have certain brothers who's gonna resist unto blood. They're gonna be beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and because they also didn't bow down to the image of the beast, and they didn't receive the mark, man, which is that chip. All right, because Satan is not going to be able to control those men. All right, they're in the hands of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a quick update on that. Hopefully this was edifying. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, I say Shalom.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
خليني اروح هذا اكرم اقصى اليمين امشي على المدرسه امشي على المدرسه
يلا يا شباب شوفوا في هاي حركة ايه هذا هو شو اسمه اول واحد
هذا فتح عليه هذا هذا
خلي صورة لازم دليل اياها انا بغير
لا عيونك والله
ها
نار الكل يلا نار بالله علينا 10 مليون والله احلى شباب تماما يساره
all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakar, Kodash, to give me the spirit to do this video. This lesson is going into a testimony about spiritual power, okay? And my wife, who comes to me with a lot of dreams and visions about spiritual power, me doing spiritual power and just in general, man, okay, according to the prophecy. So the other day, we were up late at night talking heavily about it, man. You know, that's a very, very consistent conversation in my household, how we believe that spiritual power is coming, man. We just got to believe it, man. It's about faith, man, to move mountains, okay? So after that night, after talking late at night about it, she goes to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And she texts me. I was still up because I work night shift. My schedule is night shift, so I'm always up. So she texts me the scripture of Elijah casting down fire, calling down fire on the 50, okay, 3 times, man, which he did that when you read about Elijah, all right? So me reading that scripture is very comforting. Anytime I read different scriptures of those great ancient men that believed on that level, man, that spoke into existence, okay? So later that day, she texts me again. Now, she works for a hospital. She's a CNA. And there was a certain old man that she was not supposed to watch. It was somebody else's patient that was supposed to watch. But I guess the patient didn't like the person or something like that. So they called her to watch that individual. This was a 66-year-old Edomite, man, that was in a coma for 10 days after having complications with his surgery. So when she went in there to watch him, he's talking to her and he's telling her that there's no such thing as hell. He said he died, okay? He died when he was on the table getting the surgery in a coma, he said. And he said that he realized that there was no hell and that all spirits go back to the Heavenly Father, all right? Which he said God. And the reason why he said that is because he thought that when he died, he was going to go to hell. Then he tells my wife, he said, do not tell my wife, because his wife left the room, his family. And he goes, do not tell my wife, but there's a lot of evil coming for us, me and my family. Okay? That's what he said. So she asked him, she said, so you saw the Most High? You saw Yahweh? He goes, that's his name? He said he saw the spirit of Yahweh. And my wife asked him, did you talk to him? And then he said that he was not important up there. Key word, he was not important up there. That's what he said. And he said God is tricky. He said God is real tricky. And she said, what do you mean? He says he loves some and some he don't love. There's people that he loves and there's people he does not love. And the ones he loves is going to have miraculous spiritual power, man. Miraculous power. Now keep in mind, like I said before, the night before, that morning pretty much, because it was late, so it crept into the morning time, we had this conversation about spiritual power coming. So keep that in mind. So he says the ones that Yahweh loves is going to have miraculous power. Have you seen it yet? Have you seen the spiritual power yet? And then she goes, no. Then he goes, you'll see it soon. Now, my wife is tripping out because my wife has a lot of different visions, you know, and dreams about spiritual power. See me do spiritual power, stopping bullets. I've had dreams, raising the dead, and different things of that nature. So she just tripped out just listening to him talk, okay? So he says the people that God loves are going to be like gods. Not God, but God-like, which we know that's true according to scriptures. It says you are gods, man. We're not the Most High, but we are gods, and we're going to be God-like. And we know that's true according to scriptures when we're changed into our immortal bodies. So he was very, very adamant to tell her this, man. And I was going to do the testimony the other day, and I'm glad I waited, because 2 days later she saw him in the hospital, and he did not remember the conversation. And she tried to ask him. He said, I'm not even a religious person. That's what he said. So he didn't remember nothing that happened, that whole conversation. But the things he said was true. How did he know that? How did he know the ones that God loved is going to have spiritual power soon and that she's going to see it? He didn't know that she had dreams of spiritual power. Okay? He didn't know none of that, man. So that's how you know it was from Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Shah can speak through anybody, man, to reach you, to get your attention, man. Okay? To comfort you. And that's what he said. He told my wife, I'm telling you these things to comfort you. How does he know what comfort is, man? He don't know the truth. You see what I'm saying? So for the next day, for him not to know anything that happened, man, it's very, very spiritual, man. High level spiritual, okay? On a high level. Oh, also another thing that he told her, when she told him that she was a Hebrew, He told her, he said, I know you're a Hebrew, and you're very lucky that you're a Hebrew. That's what he told her, man. Okay? Keep in mind that he just got out of a coma, man, and he's barely talking. Like, he's not talking loud. She had to scoot up to hear all this, man. You know? So, in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, I did this testimony to comfort you, Akim, man. Okay, to tell y'all this, man, in the spirit, man. We talk about spiritual powers coming, and it is coming, man. Yahweh Shem Shai has shown it in many ways that is a big part of prophecy. Okay, it's a huge part of prophecy that's going to make us a target when these things start happening, man. Okay, there are certain men within the body that are predestined to do this, man, and different things. Okay, to lift faith, to get ready for Jacob's trouble, man. That's the time we in. So I'm going to read a couple of scriptures. Let's go to John chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 11. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And we know Yahushua did many works, and also many works that were not written about. Okay, he did many works and miracles that are not written in the book. Thus says the scriptures. Okay. Verse 13, and whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. So that's prophecy, man. It said we're going to do greater things because he goes to his Father, man, on the right-hand side. Okay, let's read 12 again. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, he shall do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Okay, so Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to fulfill this in the spirit, man. Okay, and I knew that before that Edomite said all those things, but it was just extra confirmation, like, wow, the way it happened, man. Especially the fact that he forgot the next day, the next couple of days that he even had that conversation. He don't even remember at all. That's how you know it's a spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai that set that up, man. Okay, based on the conversation, like I said before, that me and my wife had the night before. You know, spiritual power is a very consistent, fervent conversation in my household. You know, so, hey, brothers, man, just believe, man. Just believe. Continue to pray, continue to fast, because that fame, different things that are going to shock the world is coming very soon, man. We just got to continue to hold on to the crown. So I hope this is edifying to all you Akim men and sisters that believe. You know, I hope this was edifying, man, to hold on, man. Hold on. We're about to see things that's going to shake this whole world up, and it's going to be beautiful to see and very comforting. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, that gave me the spirit to do this video. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is GMS Stop and Listen. I'm with the elder brother Yashawamba from GMS Sharmat. You go ahead and say something, brother.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh,
Khan. Hey, we was just sitting here talking, so we figured, hey, let's put a little lesson together. We was just sitting here vibing in the spirit about how, what you say about how Esau is,
right, linking Esau to modern day Egypt, linking Esau as the new Pharaoh.
Khan.
Because in this, the Lord secretly, which is beautiful how the Lord does it. You know, this book is coded, all right, for the elect. All right, it's spiritually coded, all right, for the elect in these latter days to pick up on how he, it's like a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go through some of the scriptures and, you know, put the puzzle together and link Esau, Edom to this modern day Babylon or Egypt, because that modern day Babylon is that spiritual Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and start off with Revelation 11 and 8.
Revelations 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also
Sodom and Egypt. So this is a spiritual Egypt. And this is the final captivity in which the Lord is going to come get us, and we're going to prove that. But spiritually Sodom and Egypt, when you say something is spiritually Sodom and something is spiritually Egypt, it means it's that which is then is now. So the same customs, the same way of life, everything that we see before us can be tied back to Egypt. The main thing is this captivity, because Egypt, Zaria, means double straits. In between, it's basically a position of difficulty where we were oppressed here in this spiritual Egypt, man, and lost who we were. Go ahead.
It says, where also our Lord Yahushua was crucified.
The ways of righteousness was crucified here. The image of the Lord was crucified here. Righteousness is basically out. All right, darkness is the end thing. Light is out. Right.
Sturo is crucified.
Right.
It says metaphorically, to crucify the flesh, destroying its power utterly, the natural of figurative, implying the destruction is intended with intense pain, an extinction, a passion, to cross out.
Right, and that's what the Messiah was crossed out. This is the anti-Messiah. As we read about the anti-Messiah in 1 John. All right, this is the anti-Messiah. This whole system, the mind frame of the people. All right, it's anti-Messiah. Its image is crucified here, and we're also crucified. All right, for following after him, man. So go ahead.
It says, verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right, that's basically this hardcore captivity, man, where everything was beat out of us. And pretty much through our fall, the nations were able to, gain riches. They rejoiced over us. They didn't tell us who we were. They were feeding us these lies about we're black, we're Latino, we're Native American. All right, so 2 years and a half, that we died to death, man. We lost our image. We lost our way. We didn't know the Lord. We couldn't call on the name. All right, so we were basically in a dead state. All right, go ahead.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these 2 prophets tormented them and dwelt on the earth.
Right, and that's basically when we fell. All right, these nations rejoice even unto this day. That's why when something goes wrong with a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American in the media, they go crazy over it, man. They make sure that everybody knows that you're a failure.
Yes.
All right. Because in our power, like when you read about King David, you can say something if you want to, but when you read about King David, when we were in our power, we put hell in these heathen, man. We subdued them. So the Father get us to a point where we didn't have no power, we didn't have that name, and they could overcome us. They went completely nuts, man. They were sending gifts one to another, slave trade,
you know how you said we had them in captivity, so when the scripture talk about them breaking that yoke, you knew they was going to repay us back too. When they had us in captivity, you know they was going to pay us back, man.
Oh yeah, and they did it. They went in. Because they know, like even Haman, when you read about Haman, all right, he remembered what happened to his forefather Agag. All right, so what did he have? He had that wrath against Israel. So that wrath, see that these heathen have against us, goes back to when we were in our power. They know spiritually, all right, that we used to fuck over them. So look what they've done to us, and this is all due to the curses, of course. All right, so go ahead.
It says, verse 11, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So go ahead. So it says 3.5 days. That's the 350 years. Because you remember when we came over here, and most of the bulk of the slaves, we come here in 16 hundreds.
Right,
And it,
right,
yeah,
right.
and that spirit entered into them. You know, it entered into them with Abba Bivens coming back.
That's right.
Who
Who we were
Mm-hmm.
was put back. As I said, John. All right, Elijah the prophet or John the Baptist would turn the hearts
Yeah.
of the fathers
Back to
and
the
the hearts of
children.
the father. And that happened in these times as well, and that's how we waking up.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, basically we've been raised up. You know, the understanding has been put back on us. The name has been given back to us, and we've remembered ourselves as it is written in the book of Baruch. You know.
Yeah.
So these nations are being raised up, and they're scared. That's why you see all of this propaganda, and they're setting us up to label us terrorists because they're scared and afraid, and they know that with us calling on that name and us being back in with our power, that means that it's in for their power.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go ahead.
And it says, verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
And their enemies beheld them, and this is the deliverance that's coming to the nation of Israel in this captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Showing you, Lord, the Lord is going to come deliver us from this spiritual Egypt. All right, and read that next verse, and then we'll get some precepts.
It says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and a tenth part of the city fell, and in the quake were slain of men 7,000, and a remnant.
Right, and that's,
yep. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven.
There you go. So we know that great earthquake is the destruction that's going to be happening. All right, that's synonymous with the Israelites being delivered out of the land of Egypt, which is Babylon the Great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're going to be delivered up, but we're going to be delivered. If you look at the how it's spiritually set up, we're going to be delivered out of that spiritual Egypt. All right, that Sodom in Egypt. So let's go ahead and I'll get Joel 3:19, and you can I'll read it, but yeah.
Let me pull that
Joel,
up.
let me know when you got it pulled up, and I'll read it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is Joel 3:19. It says, Egypt shall be a desolation. All right, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Wait a minute. Now, before we finish that, we understand that judgment is only promised to Babylon the Great. All right, and let's get that precept before we finish that. Let's go to Jeremiah 49, and we'll go back to that.
That word desolation is an astonishment.
There you go. And ain't that prophecy of what happened to Babylon? It will be an astonishment. All right, but now it's saying Egypt, because Egypt and Babylon are the same thing, man.
49,
17.
17, it says, also Edom, which Adawamium, shall be a desolation, right? It shall be an astonishment. It shall be a devastation.
Yep.
It says, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. So when America is destroyed, you're gonna have people basically coming to this side looking at the destruction. Plus, when you see Edom in our captivity, they're gonna look at Edom like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all fucked up.
Right.
You know?
They're gonna be but people is doing spiritually is linking Edom to that last captivity.
Mm-hmm.
To Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
When you read that, it says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. But that's linked to Edom.
Okay.
Right? So jump to the next chapter, Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, and we'll start at
4. Let me see.
Man, yeah. We can start at 30, but I'll read it.
30?
Jeremiah. Yep. Jeremiah 50 and 31, and then after this, we'll jump back to that Joel. All right, this is, let me know when you're there.
I'm ready.
Jeremiah 50 and 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. And we know that that's Esau.
Esau.
Right, right. See how the puzzle is? This is a puzzle, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, man, like these Baptist preachers, they ain't going to be able to read these scriptures and be able to link all of this stuff up. You have to have the Holy Spirit dwelling with you. The Lord will it abide with us.
God.
And it continue. All right, it says, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord God of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And that's where we at. Said, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his city, and I will devour him round about. All right. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Didn't we just read in Revelation 11 and 8?
Yep.
That their bodies of the street of Sodom in Egypt. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah, the dead bodies. That's the scripture right there. And that word visit means to punish, man.
Right.
So, hey, it's gonna be harsh punishment. You know, and then, like I said, we were oppressed together, but he's gonna bring these breaches back together. That's why you see so many different looking brothers that's out there. You see the northern tribe with Judah preaching on the highways and byways, man.
There you go.
Big influxuation of the tribes are waking up, so we're being brought back to form that spiritual house of David, man.
Right.
Those lively stones, you know, and being that faith is that mortar that holds those stones in place, man. Our faith is what keep us all who we are in one accord.
Right. Well, when you jump up to the 4th verse, in those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. All right. They shall go and seek the Lord their God, and they shall ask, all right, the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come, let us join ourselves unto the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. So that's basically us raising on our feet and our enemies beholding us. That's basically us getting back, like the Lord said, I will set them in order before thine eyes, you know?
God.
So all of these prophecies link. So let's jump back to the 33rd verse, and I'll go down.
All right, 33rd.
Yep.
It says, go ahead.
Yep. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. All right. It says the Redeemer is strong. All right. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land, and that and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. It says a sword upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord. Now the Chaldeans spiritually today are the Rothschilds upon the rulers of this world. All right. Spiritual, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, they that dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Now, I'm going to just jump to 39. It's going to say the same thing it just said in the 49th verse. All right, with Esau being a desolation, Edom being a desolation. Now, go say the same thing about Babylon, showing you that Babylon, all right, Egypt, it's Edom, because they're going to be the nation that's in control of this last captivity. What does it say? Esau is the end of the world.
Jacob is the beginning that will follow.
Because if that's where the Lord is going to deliver us from that spiritual Egypt and say, come up thither, that means he's going to deliver us out of the hands of Esau. All right? Yep, Jeremiah 50 and 39 says, therefore the wild beasts of the desert and the wild beasts of the island shall dwell there. The owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be inhabited no more forever. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. That's how you know this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. All right? It says, as God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man, all right, dwell therein. Woo! So that's the same thing that was just said in Jeremiah 49 as pertaining to Esau, Edom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we go back to Joel 3. All right. Unless you want something.
Joel 3:19.
Yeah.
Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom out of Woman shall be a desolation wilderness. For the violence, hold on, let me get it. My hand hit it. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Wait a minute. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom a desolate wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same promise to happen to Babylon. All right? And we know spiritually, Babylon is Sodom and Egypt.
Okay.
So, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It says, but Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation.
That's how you know that this is talking about a future prophecy. This ain't happened yet.
Nah, it ain't happened
yet.
Because
after the Babylonian Empire, after the Assyrian Empire, after these different, we still was in captivity.
Okay.
So how did we dwell in safety from generation to generation? This is happening now, man.
Yep.
Okay?
It says
that's why Egypt shall be desolation in Edom, a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, and they fucked over us, man. That's how you know that Esau is the so-called white man. Esau ain't the Arabs. Now the Arabs had their part in our downfall, but how can Esau be the Arabs, man? But when you look at today, who's the main nation that has their foot in our ass and controls the earth?
Esau. Yeah, so-called white man.
Right. The Arabs' policy doesn't control planet Earth. So-called white man's policy controls the planet Earth. Man.
Yeah, I looked at the word generation. It's door. It's one of the definitions. It says characterized by quality, condition, class of men.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
And all Israel is going to be righteous, starting with the 144 under the Messiah, with King David being the head. You know?
And evermore, and ever prosperity.
So you know that didn't happen yet.
No, it ain't happening yet because we in a low condition now. We ain't in no quality condition of life.
Right. And those Jews damn sure ain't a fulfillment of this because righteousness ain't being spread in the earth, man.
No.
The laws ain't the standard in the earth. When the real Israelites get in power, all right, the laws are going to be the standard culture that the earth is going to be forced to follow, man.
Yep.
All right.
It says,
so go ahead.
For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord Yahweh dwelleth in Zion.
Right. So right there, that links Esau to this spiritual Egypt. Now, the last scripture we're going to go to is in Romans, the 9th chapter, and Paul spiritually did it too. He spiritually linked Esau to Pharaoh in Egypt, man. All right.
Let's see.
No.
Romans.
We'll start at 9, and I guess we can start at 13.
9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Yep.
What shall we say then? Question. Is there unrighteousness with the Most High, Yahweh? Yahweh forbid. It says, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So
right,
the Lord,
so our mercy,
go ahead.
The mercy that we're going to receive is going to come from the Lord delivering us out of the hand of Esau, man. That's why the scripture obviously says, who is this that cometh from Edom?
With the died garments from Basra.
Right, because that's who he's going to deliver us out of their hands, man. All right, so watch what Paul is doing here spiritually. He's going into the story of Jacob and Esau, but watch what he does. Go ahead.
So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
Right.
For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this, right? Even for this same purpose, I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth, man.
So why did he switch to the story of Pharaoh in Egypt, man? Because we understand that mercy, Esau is going to have the fatness of the earth, man.
Okay.
And he equates Esau right here to Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, yeah.
He goes right from talking about Esau to talking about Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
Esau is the modern Pharaoh, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is going to raise up, all right, and have dominion over us, all right. But the Lord has promised that He's going to deliver us out of their hands, man.
Okay.
All right.
And it says, therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden. So it's the Most High. Like, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying Esau's heart is being hardened. Go ahead.
Con. And it says, Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? Question. For who have resisted his will?
Right, because a lot of people, the way that we bring the Bible out, like, to them it seems unfair, because we're telling them that the so-called white man put us into captivity, and he's going to be destroyed for that.
Okay.
But then, at the same time, we know that the Heavenly Father is the one that gave him the power to put us into captivity and use him.
Yeah.
So to a natural man, that's not going to make sense. To a natural man, that's going to be unfair. All right, but it's the judgment of the Lord. This is the Lord's movie, man. Okay?
Yeah. It says, Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High Yahweh?
Right.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? It says, Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Going back to the story of Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
All right.
And Jacob don't even get it when you read them. That they don't understand. They say, "Well, we believe, but do you really believe?" Because if the Lord telling you that, He's telling you, "Hey, I love certain people, I hate certain people." But that lets you know how deep that the mind control of Esau and his philosophies that goes into the minds of the people, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you said, when they crossed the Lord out, when they crucified him out, hey, they did a hell of a number. Because when they brought in their philosophies, Jake and them believe in the hook, line, and sinker. To the point.
They believe it.
Yeah, when you tell a Jake the truth, you can show them. You can show them, and they be like, "Yeah, that's it." The first thing they do, they run back to church.
Right.
And that's
that's the prophecy in Revelation, the 13th chapter. We ain't got to get it, but it talks about how after he did all of that destroying, everybody wandered after the beast.
Yeah,
and worshipped him.
Yeah, and worship him. Yeah.
You know, they worship this way of the Edomite. If it don't come out of his mouth, it ain't true.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But now we're coming to the times where we're seeing that his way and his science and his philosophy only leads to destruction. It's not a way of righteousness. It's not a way to follow. You know, you still got Jake voting and all of these things, man. If they gotta have Esau as a part of what they do, you know, and we're completely detaching ourselves from this nigga. That's why they hate us, you know. But let's read those last two verses.
9 and 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had prepared unto glory.
Right, you read 22?
Oh, 22, did I read it?
Yeah.
Oh, Salaki. Verse 22, what if the Most High willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
The son of perdition.
Yeah.
And Esau is that vessel that the Lord created on the earth within his movie to be destroyed, all right, at the end, all right. No Edomite is going to make Babylon the Great, but there's going to be Edomites, the elites, who have fled and hid in their underground bunkers. That after destruction, we're going to go gather them out of those holes and rocks, and judgment is going to start, man, because we're going to be beamed up, as we read in Revelation 11. Mm-hmm. At the time of the earthquake, we will already be on the ships. Watching this place be destroyed, but we ain't going to stay on them ships forever.
No.
We're going to come down and put the nation into captivity, man. All right?
And it says,
you know,
go ahead.
Well, yeah, keep going.
You want me to read on? 23?
Yeah.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Right.
Afore prepared before to make beforehand. Ordained before. So that, hey, he already had ordained it, like you said, beforehand. That's the Ephesians 1.
Yep.
The riches of the kingdom, the vessels of mercy, which are the elect. You know, we are the elect. Hopefully, we are the elect.
God, brother. Hey, Lord willing, because all we can do is go by the fact that the Lord said that there will be an elect, and somebody is going to get mercy, you know, and fight for that. Instead of worrying about Esau, because as we see, Esau is promised to lose. He's not promised to win. You know? So, you know, unless you got something else, that's pretty much it.
Let's see. I think I got one scripture. Let's see. I got a scripture to add with it. This is in Apocrypha. Sirach. I want to say it's 47. Let me see. Is it 22? Okay, it says, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai would never leave off his mercy, neither.
Well, it's wonderful to be here today. My name is Judy A. Mikovits. I'm a PhD biochemist and molecular biologist. Have done cancer research largely at the National Cancer Institute in Frederick, Maryland, since 1980. I started working as a natural products chemist and a protein chemist in fermentation chemistry, and my job was to make the first interferon alpha, the first immune therapy that actually went into people to cure cancer when we discovered how powerful interferons were for the magic bullet against cancer. So the Time magazine in March 31st, 1980, when I was a senior in college at University of Virginia, was the big if, and there was a droplet, and it was interferon, and I said, that's what I'm going to do. So we first started working with the first human retroviruses. Those are retroviruses like HIV. So we were among the first people to begin recognizing that when the young men were getting sick with all of these opportunistic infections, it used to be called gay-related immune deficiency grid, and we isolated the virus, HIV, and pretty well changed the world with our research. My PhD thesis was actually shifted the paradigm. So at the time we thought that a type of T cell was the problem in the disease, and that was the T cell that was being killed, but it wasn't being killed by the virus. It was being killed by indirect mechanisms. We used to call it bystander effects, because so my PhD thesis, in fact, was defended a week after Magic Johnson declared he was HIV positive. That was November 14, 1991. In 2009, we were working on autism and a disease called myalgic encephalomyelitis. And many of the families with the patients had different kinds of cancers, and there was a little cluster of lymphoma and leukemias in Incline Village, a cluster of ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, a motor neuron disease, and this chronic fatigue syndrome. And it looked like a virus, it smelled like a virus, a retrovirus, because those are the kinds of viruses that disrupt the immune system. And several other investigators back in the 90s had actually isolated retroviruses from these people, but the government called them contaminants, that they weren't real and that they didn't have anything to do with the disease. Well, we isolated a new family of viruses that were called xenotropic murine leukemia virus-related virus. So these viruses were murine leukemia viruses, mouse viruses. And so spin forward 2 years, our paper published in one of the best scientific journals in the world in Science, October 8, 2009. Usually that makes one's career. In my case, it ended my life as a scientist as I knew it. Basically the realization, the big oh my God of all of those sequences we've seen and all of those proteins and all of these contaminants are causing disease. The fact that they were real was just too much for 25 million Americans are infected with the viruses that came out of the lab, out of labs into humans via contaminated blood and vaccines. And that was so I was fired, jailed, without cause, without hearing, without any civil rights at all, just drug out of my house in shackles one day, November 18, 2011. I refused to denounce the data. I refused to say it was a mistake. We had the data. I showed the data. I showed all of the data. And I just refused. They basically said, tell everybody you made it all up and you can go home. And if you don't, we'll destroy you. And they did. I mean, economically as a profession, but they didn't because thank God for my faith and for my husband and for my family and for the patients, because in order to steal one's passion, my passion wasn't money. Scientists don't make money. My passion was helping people, and the patients never walked away from me. So in 2011, another AIDS researcher in a journal called Frontiers in Microbiology wrote a paper that really cost me a lot. I didn't know he was going to write this paper, but it basically said the most likely way that these murine leukemia virus-related viruses, these types of viruses, entered humans was through vaccines. So when did we start vaccines? 1953, 1934, right in the 30s with the polio, and what we were doing to attenuate, to make the virus less pathogenic, less toxic, is we were passing them through mouse brains. So we were passing them through the brains of mice, and every scientist who works with these viruses and worked at the National Cancer Institute recognized the possibility that if you put human tissue and mouse tissue together, the possibility is that you're going to pick up a virus that is silent in the mouse. That is, it doesn't hurt the mouse, but it kills the human or causes serious disease in the human. So I want people to understand, I want them to think. We live in a society where we're bombarded with commercials, big pharma, so they give you all the warning on Opdivo, the immune therapy that's a new chance for new life. And when you look at the little picture at the bottom, it says they live 12 months versus the 9 months of the control. The control, these experiments aren't done. The vaccines don't have to be made or regulated like drugs. They're biologics. They're given a free pass. There's a vaccine court. You can't sue the doctor. You can't sue the manufacturer. There's a federal court that oversees vaccine injury, and it's more corrupt than anything you could ever imagine. And so they do everything they can to keep the public from knowing that every single shot damages you, and you might not see the cancer for 2 decades. And that's the very first thing. If we lived a biblical life, but also a biblical life is render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That's money. They could have all my money. They don't have any right to do anything to my body. They don't have any right to inject anything I don't want injected into my body. So to live a healthy life, prevent anyone from forcing you to take toxic drugs, and it's mind control. I was the same way. I was brainwashed. How are we brainwashed in our society? We all have the TV on. Interestingly, in this whole XMRV thing, my mom was watching Good Morning America one day back in Frederick, Maryland, and I'm in California. This is probably 2010 or so, or 11, when the press shut everything down. And she says, "Judy, it just went around the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen that XMRV is proven false. You can all go home. It was a lab contaminant." Well, it may well have been a lab contaminant, but it's in humans and it's been there quite a while. So we need to turn off these TVs. The media is 95%. Big Pharma owns the media. Our politicians. We need to dig deeper. We need to look in the truth. We need to start reading books again. Our book, Plague, is at plaguethebook.com. You can listen to it. You don't have to read it. You can read a chapter at a time. We wrote it that way so that every chapter stands alone, a little like the Bible, because you can always find it important. And it's a story. It's a story every day in jail. It's not all this science. It's what's it like when a 53-year-old woman one day finds herself in jail. Well, I started saying the Lord's Prayer and said, what is going on? And so what I'd like everybody to do is dig deeper, not just my book, but Dr. Suzanne Humphrey's Dissolving Illusions and Rising from the Dead, a brilliant, prominent internist, and the whole dumbing down. We've made our doctors our gods. You don't ask questions. Why not? Scientists don't ask questions. All I did wrong, my only crime, was I asked too many questions. Really? In the United States of America, we're censored. Everything's censored. So to look at things like natural news, to come to meetings like the Truth About Cancer, I was just floored today because, today was the first time I was treated like a human being who had knowledge for a very long time. And so it matters.
We have fire crews continuing to battle these massive fires that are raging out of control in California. There are separate fires that started in different areas that have spread, and some of them combining. Now, we also have another incident here where in a national park, 6 different fires were started by an individual or individuals. They came through, did this, trying to spark a huge fire. Luckily, they were able to get these fires put out. It would have added to everything we're seeing right now going on in California. They're facing what they're calling devil winds. Some of these winds that came through there flattened trees, snapped them in half. And this is pretty crazy because this happened in areas where the stuff didn't get burned. So there's a lot of weird things happening with these fires. And you can see here, the fire's so massive, it looks like a volcano is erupting in this area. You look at the satellite imagery, the images from the ground all the way around, it is just absolutely massive. All those areas like Malibu and others that had to be evacuated, places like Paradise, have been completely destroyed by these fires. But it continues to spread. I will continue to monitor this. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. I'll leave some links below, and prayers going out to everyone out there having to deal with this. It's been Dabu7. Peace.
I think what the people of the world and Iran are witnessing, and for that matter the United States as well, is the complete co-optation of the Donald Trump administration by Zionist forces. Trump campaigned on an America First foreign policy, and yet it's the same old Zionist game plan and the same old Zionist playbook he's resorting to. Let's take a look at Brian Hook just for a moment. If you take a look at the companies that he's been involved with, Latitude LLC, which is a consulting firm in Washington, Beacon Global Strategies involves the usual suspects and the usual projects. Brian Hook was involved in the Romney Readiness Project. Mitt Romney, of course, is a pro-Zionist interventionist type, internationalist type in the Republican Party presidential sweepstakes. Then, of course, Hook was John Bolton's senior advisor on Iran when Bolton was the American ambassador to the UN. Last but not least, of course, Brian Hook shows up with both the John Hay Initiative, which is a globalist element trying to overthrow a more reasonable America First foreign policy in this country. And then there's the Iran Action Group that Hook, of course, has been involved with in more recent times. This whole situation is an attempt by the Trump administration to implement what it is that Netanyahu and the Zionists want in regard to our policies with Iran. And that involves a very nefarious alliance with Saudi Arabia. Together with the United Arab Emirates states, these elements are pursuing a policy of terrorism in the Middle East through surrogates and through American support, British support. These are the same people that ultimately are planning to destroy Iran economically if they can, through regime change if they can, and an overt military intervention if the first two strategies fail. This is what's going on here, and I think what you have where Saudi is concerned is a desire to have complete hegemony in the Middle East on their part, free of any Shia power in the region. Israel, of course, also has a desire to destroy Iran as a competing regional power, and they are bent on doing this so that in destroying Iran, they can complete their project in Syria and ultimately intervene in Lebanon against Hezbollah and expand their borders in that direction as well. So this is what's going on here. This is not an America First foreign policy. People who voted for Trump certainly ought to recognize they didn't vote for this. And I think the ultimate outcome of this is going to be a wider war in the Middle East. But this time may well involve intervention, serious intervention by Russia and possibly China.
All right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say double honor to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And as always, I want to give a sincere shalom to the house of David, the elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion. And through the Spirit, I just wanted to go into, a quick live video, Lord willing, to be edified. And, speaking about the end, all right, I have this book here, Who is Esau Edom, all right? And I also have the Babylon to Timbuktu, From Babylon to Timbuktu, and as always, of course, the King James Version Apocrypha. So basically what I want to talk about is the coming destruction and the end of this society. All right, and it's important that we continue to focus on that and push out that vibration. Okay, because the Lord told us to be in the spirit of prophecy. And the scriptures always say the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, so it's important for the men of the Lord to be in that spirit. They like to say we sound like a broken record, but another thing is repetition is key. Okay, it's important to always be in the spirit of repetition. Okay, that's how you get good at certain things. You always go over it. Okay. And hey, for the people who think we do sound like a broken record, in that day, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is going to overtake you. And you're going to wish that you actually did listen to us, man. All right? You're going to wish that you hearkened to the men of the Lord. All right? So this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 1. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. The end is come upon the four corners of the land, Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will put recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So that's talking to you Israelites out there, man. All right. The Lord said the end is coming upon the four corners of the land. Okay. And as he said in the Apocrypha, he's going to send the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay. And it also says in the book of Amos, it says, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Shall a trumpet be blown and the people not be afraid? So we're blowing this trumpet, man. We're warning you. Okay. The men of the Lord are warning you daily. All right. And you Israelites out there who, if you are of the elect, all right, and you're still in the world and you straddling the fence, it's time for you to get right, man. All right. It's time for you to get right, because guys that straddling the fence in that day, you know, you may get overtaken, man. All right. So it's not time to be straddling the fence. Okay. You either going to be on one side or the other, man. It says, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. So the Lord said that an evil is coming, evil times, evil days, man. All right. And guess who he's going to use to bring the wrath? He's going to use Esau, Edom, to bring the wrath, man. His whipping stick. All right. The so-called white man is going to come down on you tribes, man. All right. But guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come down on him. You know. So because the Lord is going to come down on him, he's going to come down on you tribes, man. All right. And it's important that you be in, we have to prepare our minds. Your mind has to be in the spirit of war, man. And I'm not talking about being a carnal nigga carrying a handgun or a 45. I'm talking about spiritual war, man. Your mind, you have to prepare your minds for spiritual war, man. Spiritual warfare. Because right now we're in a spiritual battle. We're not worried about the physical battle, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to take care of that, man. That's why the Lord said, wait ye upon me until the day that I rise up against the prey. All right. So we're not worried about a physical battle, because we can't beat this man physically. All right. But the Lord, with the help of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we can defeat Esau, man, on the physical level. But we can't do it on our own. So when the Lord said that evil has come, okay, the evil time is coming, then that's exactly what he means. You got to take that serious, man. You got to be in the spirit of, oh shit, you know, not in a lazy, lackadaisical spirit, man. It says, the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not sounding again in the mountains. So a day of trouble, like it says in Zephaniah, the 1st chapter, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Okay, the day of the Lord shall be evil. There shall the day of the Lord shall be darkness. All right. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. So the Lord is going to judge us according to our ways, man. That's why the scriptures say, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. Okay? He that is holy, let him be holy still. If you're a righteous man, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to judge you according to righteousness. If you wicked, then the Lord is going to judge you according to wickedness, man. All right? So it's all about your daily walk, your daily path. It says, and my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity, for I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. All right. So the Lord is coming back to do what? Smite, to kill, to destroy, but also he's going to bring that balance. He's going to deliver. Okay. He's going to deliver. He's going to have mercy on who? His holy elect, man. You know, But like I said, the end is near, man. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, and we're gonna get into the book who is Esau Edom a little bit. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is upon all nations, and his fury upon their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood." So that's telling you right there, Shalakia, that's telling you right there that the Lord is coming to slay, man. Okay, you other nations, okay, you other nations that's gonna be set up to fight Yahweh Hashem Yahushai when he returns. All right, he's gonna utterly destroy you. All right, and that's one of the things that's gonna happen during the end times, man. It says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." That's that mushroom cloud we always speak about. "And all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea." Okay, and well, you brothers should know this already, but in the precept it says Edom. Okay, because Idumea is another way of saying Edom. "And upon the people of my curse to judgment," who is the Edomites. Okay, the Edomites. You are the, and that's right on time right there. That's how the spirit works. You Edomites, man. All right, you Edomites, man. For you brothers that have this book, all right, for you brothers that have this book, man, take care of this book. All right, because if you Google this book or you go on Amazon, all right, this book is going for almost $700, man. All right, why? Because Esau Edom has been searched out. Okay, so for brothers that have this book, man, you have a very, very important documents on the so-called white man and who he really is, man. All right, this book, we Googled this book the other day on the way to camp, and it was like $620. But when we first came in years ago, it wasn't that much. It was cheap. But the so-called white man is being searched out, so now he's making it more expensive to, you know, for you to find the truth, so to speak. This is the book who is Esau Edom, and this is page 22, and it says, "This hatred," I know I'm everywhere, brothers, but you know, that's the spirit, man, you know, living water. It says, "This hatred," page 22, "this hatred by God towards Esau is an attribute that the human heart cannot accept or embrace, and therefore many will try to explain it. The scores of theologians have avoided this truth of scripture, or have whitewashed it into something more appealing to human nature." And that's the truth, man, because the way that the Bible describes this hatred, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's hatred towards Esau, the way the Bible describes it, we all understand that there's no mercy towards this man. There's no, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap for Esau Edom. He's done. He's finished. But these false pastors and these wicked ass preachers, they'll try to put it into a way to where it's acceptable, that he can be accepted. But Esau can't be accepted, man. Tells you in Hebrews 12. It said, God not only hates Esau Edom and is against these people, but prefers to them as the people of my curse. And that's the spirit, because I just read that in Isaiah 34. All right. This curse is not just on Esau, but also his seed and his brethren. So this devil, it's a wrap for you, Esau. All right. It's a wrap for you, man. Okay. You're done. The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has made you bare, man. He's uncovered your secret places. Okay. And like it says, he shall not be able to hide himself. All right. It says, but I have, it's going to quote the scripture, but I have made Esau bear, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is no more, and he is not. Among Esau's of Esau's grandsons, Genesis 36:4, was these Edomite kids whom God had sworn from generation to generation. All right, and that's true, man. The prophets are sent forth. He is done. The word is gone out. That's right, brother. Ezekiel 7:6. Khan, I just read that. The end is come. The end is come. And watch it for thee. Behold, it is come. Shalom, brother. Shalom, brother. So it says well, let's get that. Let's get that real quick. What's that? Exodus 17:16. Let's get that quick. This is Exodus chapter 17 and verse 16. It says, for he said, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the Lord is fucking done with you devils, man. All right. Oh, matter of fact, let me get that in Numbers. Numbers 24:20. See, Esau, you can't escape this, man. You can't escape your judgment. You can't rewrite the scriptures. And this is one of the main reasons why you didn't want us reading during the time of slavery, man. If you got caught reading the Bible during the time of slavery, you got put to death. Numbers 24:20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Okay? So that's the judgment of the Amalekites, man. Esau, Edom. All right? So it says, I'll read this paragraph again. Among Esau's brethren were the Amalekites, which were descended from one of Esau's grandsons, Genesis 36:4 and 12. It was these Edomite kinsmen whom the Most High sworn war against from generation to generation. Exodus 17:16, which we just read. It says, God's hatred of Edom is not a temporary thing, but is perpetual. The doctrine that God loves everyone does not stand up in the light of what the Bible has to say regarding God's merciless position toward the race of people called Edom. Let me read that again, man. You understand? This is why this devil has made this book so damn expensive, man. Okay? You cannot refute what the Holy Scriptures say. All right? You can't refute what the Holy Scriptures say, man. All right? The Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is not dealing with you damn Edomites, the so-called white man. He is not dealing with you, man. Okay? You are the people of his curse. Okay? You are Cain coming back, man. In the reincarnation, man. The Most High is not dealing with you damn devils, man. Let me read this one more time, brothers, and I grab them precepts. It says, the doctrine that God loves everyone does not stand up in the light of what the Bible has to say regarding God's merciless position towards the race of people called Edom. That's a clear cut, man. It says, although the churches have tried to alter God's true nature, that's why we tell you to stay the fuck out of these churches, man. It says, although the churches have tried to alter God's true nature, we find that throughout the Bible, God's position towards Esau, Edom does not change. All right. So the Most High, when he said he hates you devils, that's exactly what he means. He said he's going to destroy you devils. That's exactly what it means. GMS, Hamayim, Shalmawath, 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. One of my favorite scriptures. And that scripture right there also proves who's in rulership right now. Okay. The brother Mark, Yeshaya Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity. And this devil is still, he's still pursuing us with the sword, man. Hey, when you read Daniel 12, it speaks about that time of trouble that has never been since there was a nation. All right. Well, that's going to be our people are going to be persecuted during that time, man. This devil, Salakia, this devil's going to come down with wrath again, man. And that's the times we got to be preparing for, man. Let's see. Let's go to page 13. I mean, Salakia, page 23. The characteristics of Esau, Edom. Go to the part that I have highlighted. It says, there is not one favorable or positive statement in the Bible in relation to Esau, Edom. All right, you brothers heard that? Let's read that again. And you know, you got a lot of fake ass pastors and prophets out there that's trying to save this man, that's trying to save Esau, man. They trying to make a walkway for this damn devil, man. After all this shit we've been through. Okay, yeah, we broke the curses and our forefathers went off, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai put us in this position. But while in this position, we had to fucking deal with this devil, man. And he's done nothing but make our lives a living hell. And the Lord is getting ready to reverse the curses. Deuteronomy 30:7, man. All right. It says, there is not one favorable or positive statement in the Bible in relation to Esau, Edom. But how does this adverse relationship with God towards Esau, Edom help us to identify who the character is in the world today? And we've searched it out through prophecy. All right. And through faith, through research, through study. To help us answer this, we have to put ourselves into the role of which Esau has been assigned in God's script. If God hated you and your ancestors, how would you react? And what would you do? By natural reaction, you would be against God and his people and try to prevent them from finding out who they are. And that's what Esau did, man. Okay? He tried to stop us from figuring out who we were. He actually did a good job. All right? He actually did a good job. But now the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai is bringing us back to our remembrance, and we're waking up to who we are. And the world doesn't want to accept it. The world can't, they can't take it. It says Esau, the one God is against, knowing that if God is against something, so will his followers. All right, so that's pretty much it on that. I'm gonna get a few more scriptures, then I'm gonna close it up. But I will be going back into that book, brothers. You know, for future lessons, Lord willing, if the Spirit be on me. I'll be going back into that book, and you know, just bringing out. I actually got to read the rest of it. Just bringing out key points that I find, because whenever you come across something, you know, you got to share it with brothers, man. You know, it's important to share that information with brothers. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Fucking dummy, man, this devil. For ye have known that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So the Most High rejected this devil, man. All right. And he won't be delivered. All right. He won't be saved. Okay. He's not going to be in the kingdom enjoying the fruits of his labor with us. He's going to be subject to us. He's going to be a slave. All right. This man is finished, man. Esau, you're done. Starting with your elites, you're done, man. Finito, you're done. All right. And Tawada to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for waking us up to your madness. I just downloaded this book for free. One script. If you pay $600, you got scammed. Yeah. Now we didn't pay $600 for the book, but yeah. Matter of fact, I think the brother Karab in Mississippi did a good video on this book, a good download on it. You know, where you could download it for free. So if brothers can download it for free, then by all means, you know, go download it, man. You know, But the Wadati Halbashim Shai just so happened that we have the hard copy. But I believe the brother from Karab from Mississippi did a good video on that. Bible Dictionary, Edom, she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not giving any promise of mercy from the Most High. That's right, brother. The kingdom is within. Because this devil, he's not going to receive, and his judgment is going to be so devastating. All right. The other nations probably going to be looking like, damn, man. But they're going to be getting their asses kicked too. You know? But eventually the other nations are going to, you know, go back to being, get their piece of land and go back to being who they are. But they're going to be subject to us. Okay? Whatever we say do, they're going to do. But Esau, he's not going to receive no mercy, man. This devil is done. Okay? But these other nations, you're going to always be subject to us forever, man. All right? Lamentations 4:22. That's right. Drink of the cup we drank. That's right, brother. So with that, you know, I just wanted to do something quick and edifying to you, for you brothers. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And as always, a sincere shalom to the house of David the elect. Hopefully you brothers was edified. Hopefully I can edify you brothers, give you some spiritual food. And I'm going to say to the next lesson, shalom.
All right. Shalom. Oh, yeah, I'm holding it.
Well, yeah. We can turn the camera.
Okay, that work. Well, we should have turned it to begin with.
I was talking about,
Oh.
well, we can have it on this.
It don't matter.
Yeah, all right, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles. And salutation, brothers, doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and maturity. All right, this is another lesson of the power Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And like you see on screen, man, we're going to go into it. Hey, this thing ain't about being nice. This thing is about saving lives, man. Ultimately, we're commanded, and we're going ahead to teach this truth to reach the elect, so the elect men lives can be saved.
It says it in Timothy. It says, basically, when you preach the word unto them, to say,
hey, the spirit, bro, the spirit code is like, I don't know what you mean. Hey, this 1 Timothy 4, I'm going to start at 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. So you got to be taught this thing, man. You receive this thing by the prophets, teaching, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. There you go. The word presbytery means order of the elders. Here goes the point. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them. You got to get all the way in this truth, man. Ain't no half-stepping. That thy prophecy may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself, and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself, and them that hear thee.
Like the brother was saying, this is to save the elect. What we're simply doing is to save the elect. We endure all things for the elect's sake. Guess what? Correction, rebuke, reproof, that's a part of that doctrine, man. All right? And that's something we must do as brethren. All right? It actually is written in the law, man. Suffer not sin upon thy brother.
Leviticus 19:7. Slack 19:17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Hey, so like the brother said, that's the law. It's plain. To show love, all right, brotherly love, hey, you got to rebuke him, man. You see him slipping, brother not on measuring up, you know. Our job is to rebuke, man. And everything rebuke ain't got to be a harsh or stern rebuke. The point is to give the words of correction, man. Your brother can be lifted up. Now, especially if they fucking slipping, man. Don't just keep passing over that shit and passing over it, man.
Yeah, you ain't tending to the flock. It says, know the state of thy flock. Well, know the state of thy flock, man. So if you see some of the sheep going right, going left, going off, you got to take that ride, but you see how shy and smack them with it, so they can get back in order. You know, whether the man's gentle or forward. If you're on the opposite side of that reproof, take it, man, because it's love. It's for you. All right? Just like the scriptures say, man, you better hope, and I'm going to roughly paraphrase it, don't let the elders do this thing with grief, man.
I agree.
Come.
It's Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls. So, especially men that have certain ranks of position, remember you watching over people's souls, man. All right. So you got to correct these men. You got to look out for their souls, man. We're trying to save souls. The men above us are trying to save our souls. They correct us. They want us to measure up. They give us assignments and orders and do things so we can grow in the spirit and the faith to be more fruitful. This is so we can be saved, man. This ain't for their fucking benefit, really. It's for us to be saved as well, man. Ultimately, not as well. It's us to be saved ultimately. As they that must give account, they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you.
Right, that's the point. Hey, when it gets to that point where, oh man, I gotta get on this brother again. Hey, that shit's unprofitable for you, man. Because a man that's constantly reproved, hardening his neck, man. All right. But a true and a real brother is going to correct his brother when he's going off, man. That's true love. All right. Looking out for your brethren, man. All right. Make sure he's on point. Keeping his spirit hot, according to that Ecclesiastes 4, man. All right.
If for the record, just real quick, that Proverbs 29 the brother quoted, I believe it's Proverbs 29. It says, "He that heart he that is often reproved and harden his neck, there is no remedy." Look, some people get more improved than others. The thing is to deal with it. Alright, it says there's no remedy if you harden your neck because you can often improve. Some motherfuckers don't get often improved. You know what you gotta do? Deal with it. Alright? Now it shouldn't have to become a grief to the man of the Lord, and that's the problem. Because some brothers you gotta prove, you know what? They take your proof. They grow from it. So you don't even matter, like, I gotta get on it, but shit. You know, he learned it. He learned from it. He get on it, even though he deal with it. As opposed to a motherfucker, and you correct, they can't take it. They huffing and puffing. They want to murmur.
All right.
It's like, shit,
now it's
what's
grief.
the fucking point of me correcting you?
Right.
Hey, that's how it got to the point when I was a riot. Like, we didn't want to say shit to him no more. Like, fuck it.
Hey, it got to the point with the Lord and us. Basically, he was grieved with correcting us, man. Like, goddamn, I gotta do it again. All right, but guess what? Like the brother said, some brothers learn from it. Some brothers need that reproof and correction. Lord knows I need it.
Every brother needs it.
Yeah,
Every brother needs reproof and correction. Some brothers need it more often. No. This Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Or if they fall, hey, look, it says two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. And look, we're all trying to get to salvation. Everything we're doing is for the hope of that salvation, man. Everything we're doing for ourselves, everything we're doing to one another. And so we all can be saved together.
A penny.
That's right.
What does it say? The harvest is plenty, but the labor is few. You know? Maccabees and McClava. We on 2, right? Yeah, we on sit down 2. But yeah, man. Hey, that's the whole point, man. All right. Two are better than one. Hey, they have their labor together. Because guess what? They pushing, they striving. Hey, with that godly jealousy towards each other to be on point, to be on fire. Yup. And that's the point of reproof. To tear down your mistakes and to build you up to be a better man that you're supposed to be, man. Hey, listen, a just man is going to fall 7 times, man. But guess what? If he's righteous, the Lord is going to rise him up again. All right? So sometimes you got to get broken down to be built up. So, sometimes you got to be reproved and corrected, man. All right? Because we all still got bullshit with this side of us. Hey, as long as we in this flesh, we must be corrected, man. And there's no way to get out of that, man. So when we do, hey, according to that Peters, when we are reproved, whether it's for, especially if it's for righteousness' sake, hey, just take it patiently, man. That's a golden rule to me. No matter what I get corrected on, the scriptures say take it patiently, whether it was right or wrong.
And he's always right. You would sit there and think you're fucking right. Just to find out 2 weeks later, no, you probably could have did it better. Hey, you're always wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Trust me. Always. Even if you did certain steps, like you would think that you could have did it better. You could have planned it out better. You could have timed it better.
Yeah.
Hey, the Apostle Paul said it, man, in Romans 7. He says, I know the right way, but to perform it, I know not how.
Yeah.
It ain't shit. You better than Paul?
Hell no. Hell no.
The one will lift up his fellow.
Right, so you see as he should, you lift out what? That helping hand to build him back up. To lift him back up. Because it's feeble knees, man. All right?
How do you do that, man?
Yep.
You know, it tells you in that scripture he quoted, the Hebrews and the wicked and feeble knees, that section is talking about being corrected.
Mm-hmm.
It says, look at the feeble hands and weak knees, man. You can't be all down and out about it. Look, you fucked up, repent, have a godly sorrow, and go harder, man. Move forward. We can't shit aside, man.
Yeah, like you just said, go harder, because guess what? You can never go far enough, man. So, we should always be in that spirit, man. Especially, man, when, our brother's correcting you, man. Like, this is really the love of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and he's just using that brother as a vessel, man. Brothers really got to take that into account. Is this brother really getting on you, or is the message a lot higher? It's both. The Lord is using this brother to correct you, man, so you can get right, all right? So your soul, all right, could be saved, all right? And that's simply put, that's the whole point of reproof. Just like Israel, what's the whole point? Okay. So, like, brothers. Hey. That's the first thing that came out.
But me saying something that actually got picked up on camera. So like, this is Ecclesiastes 4. Oh yeah, back to that point. That's love. And you understand the truth of love, the brothers stop for one another, man. Like a brother don't want to see another brother fall out. Don't want to experience that shit, man.
That's painful. And that's crazy. I was just thinking about that 3 days ago. That's a sight. That's why I says rejoice not when thy enemy fall, man. Hey, shit, that shit is, hey. But like the brother was going into about love, hey, that's why it says open rebuke is better than secret love. That's the ultimate love. Putting your emotions, your feelings aside for this brother and correcting him. And me and this brother right here doing a lot, man. And we argue viciously in the spirit about certain scriptures. And guess what? When the correction came, just accept it. This brother was more than he was wrong. But it was all spirit, man. God.
Ecclesiastes 4:10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, and fall to him that is above his fallen. He has not a life to lift him up. That's the main battle, man. Some brothers got that spirit on them to be that the brother to rebuke, man. And that's a battle in itself, because you know, who wants to do that? Who would want to do it? You want to be chill with the brother.
Right.
But fuck that. That's what fuck that. We doing this so we can build up the elect, so we can save the whole elect, man. Yeah, we're friendly to friends and brotherly and brothers, but hey, what does that mean, really?
Yeah.
To correct. Hey, if that's your brother, you want him to continue to be your brother. You don't want him to fall away.
Spirit just gave me the lesson I was thinking about. Being friends with Yahweh, because he got to prove us through adversity. That's crazy, but the same thing. A true friend is what? He's going to correct you. He's going to chastise you. All right? Well, correct you as far as the chastisement. Hey, if you're going off or whatever, that's a sign of a true brother. right? Putting all the bullshit aside to Jay down on you because you're doing something wrong, man. Hey, fuck being buddy. Hey, when it comes to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, this must be done, man.
Right. In the scripture Proverbs it says that he covered up the matter.
Yeah.
So that's a part of, that's a part of the mercy. But also, you gotta, you too, man, you can't be so set on just being friendly and want to have love and being cool. Fuck that. But brother, it's salty that you forgetting on him, he ain't in the right spirit.
He ain't in the right spirit, man.
That's a dollar came up there. Fuck being nice, as you say, the word's right. You would get caught up in that, man. Word about trying to be friendly and cool. You know, it's there's a bad guy amongst the brother, but so be it, man. You gotta teach this word, you gotta correct, you gotta reprove, man. Right? So it's just to say that brother's life, man. I'd say this, the brothers have the best of friends out of because they end up rebuking each other the most, man.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Damn, you said it perfectly, man. Because, hey, shit, especially when it comes to the truth, yeah, we have our moments of walk the bam, and all of it is spiritual for the most part, man. At the end of the day, a brother like that is, that's so me. But a brother like that is a brother you want to be around. A brother that's going to correct me, man, when I'm going off. Hey, what's crazy, one time, not too long ago, I was going off, and I got pissed off that a younger brother didn't correct me about it. Not given he was a younger brother, but, hey, who gives a fuck, man? All right? You don't supposed to put your hands in your pocket and just, okay, whatever. Hell no. You get down on the brother, man. Whatever fashion or form the spirit put on you to do it, because it's all spiritual, man.
Right. And then they remain order, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Put the question for him, like the prophet David came to King David.
Shit.
Put the question for him, you're the subordinate, man. Point is, hey,
you're
proof, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hey, shit.
Hey, it's a scripture. Sirach talks says, it talks about like it's not a mean conscience. I can't butcher it, but it's about a backbiting tongue. It says a mean conscience will take away a backbiting tongue. Sometimes you just gotta give a brother a disappointed look. Just give him a disappointed shoulder, man. Feel me like, damn, I'm tweaking. I'm fucked up. It happened a couple weeks ago. That a brother around, he went backbiting. He didn't get all the way, but something happened. I said what I said. And I just, I let it go. I just gave him a disappointed look. And he realized, like 2 days later, he was like, damn, look, he came on no sexual lock in the face of it. He acknowledged it. That's why he went up there, so the spirit, it was all again. That's when I first closed.
Hey, like you just said.
If your clock's getting disappointed, look, that's a fucked up enough feeling.
Hey, it's worse than him saying, you know what, I ain't angry at you, I'm disappointed. Like, that shit hurts so much fucking more, man.
Yeah, so after you just got them to do this stuff. Just give me away. It's a question for us. Just say, whatever it may be. Hey, the scripture in the New Testament says, keep not comfortable, certain men, so they can be ashamed. The word is they can recognize you be ashamed and have some godly sorrow. It's all about them getting to the point of godly sorrow. It's not to be on the brothers, not to Lord. It's so we can repent. When we get God on, so we can repent. Paul said it.
Hey, if I may just give a quick testimony. Last week, like a week and a half ago, my intentions wasn't to correct the elder Karab, but that's how it came out, right? And I thought I went about it right in the spirit and all that, because I could have did a question for him. But at the end of the day, you know what? That wasn't my place. But what the elder told me and what the spirit revealed, hey, it was still supposed to be said because what you said was correct. But it could have been it could have went a better way, so to speak. And you know what? Me being who I am, the fucking flesh wants to bug. No, it's the spirit. I took my correction from that. Like, okay, yeah, you know what? The brother was right. So I talked to the brother Saturday. He said, no, brother, you good. I was going off. I was fucking woo. Like, shit, damn. But the whole thing is taking correction no matter who it's coming from, man. Whether the brother's over you, under you, hey, there's an order to things. And the whole point of this is just take it. And brothers, hey, we're not going to let our brothers hang dry out there, man, because you ain't no brother. You see your brother falling and going off, hey, that's some bullshit, man, if you don't correct him, man.
Got the Ecclesiastes 4, and he left. Again, too, fight together, then they have heat. How can one perform alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And the threefold cord is not quickly broken. Even when dealing with spiritual battles, man. It's no good to stand alone, man. You got brothers that help you out, brothers that are to correct you, to motivate you, let you know that way ain't right. You know, you got to deal with that, man. This is 2 Corinthians 7. And I'm going to start at 8. For though I made you sorry with the letter, I do not repent. So I did repent. I perceive that the same epistle have made you sorry, though it were but for a season. So Paul got on them with a letter. In the first book of Corinthians, he was in review for them, you know? Getting on the Corinthians for they stuff, right?
Yeah. No, it was. I'm thinking of Paul because it was another one. He said, "If I had to come to you the second time."
And another one, he said he's writing this letter so he don't have to come down in his boldness. You know, it was nicer to take the letter instead of him coming in person and cuss him out. God. All right. He said, and now I rejoice, not that you were made sorry. You ain't about just the brother getting on to beat you down. Right. That you sorrow to repentance. It's the fact that you need to be sorry to the Lord.
Yep. Ultimately.
So you can grow from it. It's going to say, actually, for ye were made sorry after the godly sort, that ye might receive damage by us in nothing. For godly sorrow worketh repentance to salvation, not to be repented of. But the sorrow of this world worketh death. Alright? So there you go. This godly sorrow, it brings forth life, man. This will bring forth the salvation. So you can grow from it, man. It's going to make you be more on fire. Because we'll just keep reading. I'm just reading.
Yeah, go ahead.
Behold, this self-same thing that you sorrowed after a godly sort, what carefulness it wrought in you. You make you more cautious towards the Lord.
More circumspect.
Yeah, put the fear of the Lord on your ass. You know, sometimes we need that. We get too comfortable with truth. We need that. Don't forget, nigga, this is the work of the Lord. Don't forget what you into, man. You know? Yea, what clearing of yourselves. Yea, what indignation. Yea, hating of this fucking flesh. Like, fuck, I fucked up. Make you more vigilant against the flesh. Make you more circumspect in the word against Satan, right? Yea, what fear. Yea, what vehement desire. Is desiring the righteous one. Want to go harder. Yea, what zeal? Yea, what revenge? Want to go hard again, right? In all things ye have approved yourselves to be clear in this matter. Wherefore, though I wrote unto you, I did it not for this cause that had done the wrong, nor for his cause that suffered wrong, but that our care for you in the sight of the Most High might appear unto you. And that's really how you know a brother loves you. He said, I didn't do this. I didn't write this. I didn't write this just for you because you was fucked over. Right. I didn't write it just for the sake of the person that fucked you over. I wrote it so you can see. I wrote it so you can see that I care for you in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That I want that you know that I want you to make it like I want to make it. But if brothers get on you, man, you got to realize we love each other. We truly love each other. And it takes a lot for a brother to be like, damn, I got to get on this brother again, or I got to get on this brother. You know, it's a spirit that comes down. I don't want him to think that I'm doing this, but you got to fuck that. This is me really showing love you. The fact that I'm going through this to get on you for that sake, man. Jake don't be like a confrontation, man. All right? Jake don't be like a confrontation, especially me, man. I tell you one thing, what's the word? Passive aggressive, especially, man. You know, but through the spirit, you gotta muster it up like, fuck, I gotta get on you so you can make it like I want to be made. To the power of the Lord, like, it is what it is. And then group me a couple of days later, I'm putting that shalaki, it's like, I ain't trying to be like, but it is what it is, man. Right. Like you said, I don't repent, even though I did repent.
Yeah, and like you just said, Paul said he didn't do it, you know, for the brother who got fucked over and vice versa. He did it, for you both to correct yourselves in what? That we could get to salvation, man. Ultimately, man. That's the sign of a true brother. Hey, let's fix this shit. Let's all get right. All right? Hey, you going off. Hey, you fix this. Hey, let's get to salvation. God damn. No, this is right. Call Allah and help us. Spirit is a spirit. Damn. God.
This is Psalms 38 and 1. It's better this way, right? The Psalm of David to bring to remembrance, O Yahweh, rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. So it's better to get the reproofs now, as opposed to going through that fucking nuclear fire, whatever else fire coming. The affliction.
Time. And the Lord got men set here on earth simply to reprove Israel. Hey, Isaiah 58 and 1. Hey, we all had to go through that and continue to go through that, man.
Yeah, that's what I've been on the watch. I was setting upon my watch to see what I should answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
This Isaiah 58 and 1. Back you up. I just break it down. Cry aloud. Spare not.
Key point, spare not. So even with your brother, spare not. No, because he's my brother, I ain't going to be so harsh on him. Hell no. Spare not. Cry aloud. Go ahead.
Lift that voice like a trumpet. And show my people their transgression.
Right. Shit, are we not, the prophets, are we not the people of the Lord too? So guess what? That goes for us too. When we tweak it here and there, we must need your brother to correct us. All right? Go ahead.
In the house of Jacob, their sins. It's
simple.
Same thing.
Yep. So, it's simple, man. All right, so that correction must come. You can get that Habakkuk too.
Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch, set me upon the towers.
Which we're currently on. All right, so we're prophets doing the work of a prophet. All right.
Set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. What I shall answer, I am reproved.
And what I shall answer when I'm reproved. So this was the prophet Habakkuk, who still had to get reproved. Hey, what prophet didn't have to get reproved? You tell me that, man. All right? Whether it was Jeremiah, whether it was Job, whether it was Mashah, all right? We all had to get corrected, man. Simple put, when you come to the truth, all right, it doesn't, and I use, it's a thin line, it doesn't make you perfect. Although we are perfect, if you can understand what I'm saying. All right?
It's in the flesh.
Exactly, that's the point. We're still in the flesh, man.
This Jeremiah in 24. Sorry, 23. Oh, Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not himself. It is not man that walks direct steps. Oh, Yahweh, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to correction now, man. All right, we're doing correction now, so we don't get judged. It's brought to nothing with the rest of this world, man. All right? It's that simple. The fact of Psalms 141. And 4. Start at 3. This is Psalms 143. Set a watch, O Yahweh, before my mouth. Keep the door of my lips. Incline not my heart to any evil thing, to practice wicked works with men that work iniquity. Let me not eat of their dainties. Let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness. Let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head. Look, it ain't gonna fucking tear you down and destroy you, man. It ain't gonna break your head. It's gonna make you better. For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities, man. Alright, so this ain't gonna fucking take you out of the way, man. It's gonna build you up. Like you said, just gonna, how you said, yourself and them ain't hear thee, man. And hopefully those that hear us, they get saved as well, man. It's that simple. Alright, it's a balance to it. Sometimes some things it's ways. Because some brothers you can tell them something like the scripture says, everything's fully convinced in his own mind. You know, so you gotta follow your spirit with judgment. Because ultimately the Lord doing it ain't you. You can't just go based off your feelings. I don't what you think. No, it's about the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? Because it's up to the Lord. The man fall makes it. You know? So it's a balance to it. Hey, sometimes you gotta just let a brother figure search out on his son. You gotta let him know such and such. And then let them get it. The only way they're gonna get it is if they fucking get in their own mind. Just think about the one situation.
Yeah.
But the brother got it. I never rebuked it. I didn't even rebuke you. Hey, I told you, no, don't think this, don't think that. And eventually, figured out all things are lawful, all things ain't expedient, man. Alright? And that's why it worked out that way, because
that's how it goes.
Because if it was a different type of sin, it was something else. It was just all things are lawful, but they ain't all expedient situation. And get a wise counsel, let a brother get the damn counsel, man. It's a balance to it. Ain't always. In fact, let me read this. Jude 1 in verse 20. But ye, beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Spirit. So look, our faith is getting built. We're getting better. We're growing more and more to the full stature of Yahweh Shai as a body, as a unit. So we get on each other to do that, man. All right, to grow, right? Keep yourselves in love of Yahweh, looking for the mercy of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach unto eternal life. And of some, have compassion, making a difference. And others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. So it's a balance to it, man. All right, whether you got to put it in question form, is a sharp review, is a disappointed look of separating of yourself, so that that man can realize, or whether you put the wise counsel out there in the spirit, give it to him. Because either way, there's a balance to it. Point is, fuck being nice, fuck just trying to be buddy. You know, say your brother's light. And that's a true fucking buddy.
That's true love, man.
That's true love, man. Somebody that wants you to make it with them, man. So don't make it a fucking grief unto the man that's above. We can't make it a grief to the man that's above us to watch for our souls, man, by being self-willed, all right, by being hard-hearted, by being murmurers, by being backbiters. That's not profitable, man.
That's a horrible feeling. When you get to the point where you don't want to stand around a brother because he's a goddamn knucklehead, that's grievous, man. And it's unprofitable for that man that's causing that brother to feel that way, man. All right? So, hey, as a whole, hey, get reproved, get corrected. It's for love. Do it. Don't hold back your sword, man. All right? Brother needs to get corrected. He'll get corrected.
That's right. So with that, all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash.
Double honor to the apostles. The salvation brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth down charity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bob
Ball.
I don't see this great, man.
The other one that's on Storms might be open.
Yeah, we'll get something.
The one on Montgomery.
Be home by 6 and just chill. Give me 1 second. You know what's, man? It's our life right here. Facebook just had an internet shutdown.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Day, it's another day, man. You right?
Yeah.
It's nice and heavy, right? Quiet, right? It's fucking quiet shit out here, man. All praises to Yahweh Shai. Double honor to many get life for this truth. And then Yahweh Shai should rise first. Double honor to the elders that taught us the truth. The elders of the house of David. 144,000 by after I would die. And the 1/3 men, women, and children is part of the elect. To the Israelite foreigners that are scattered in the four corners of the earth, confusion of faces, speaking the different tongues, meaning the different languages where Israel was scattered. He's going to have Israelites looking like all nations, speaking different tongues, meaning the different languages where Israel was scattered. Here it is, this thing is not about a so-called black thing. There's no such thing as black people. It's about an Israelite thing, a nationality thing. Which a lot of these big camps, which IUIC just did a video
They was out in here in Jersey, right there, right next to Newark on Broad Street, and they was basically right next to where the brothers DTA teach at. They had an Italian man come up, and it was like an Italian man searching for salvation. That was the title of it, you know. I know there's a lot of Israelites that are scattered in Italy, man. We're not saying every Italian is an Israelite, but there's Israelites that are scattered in Italy, man. You know, when you do the history, the Moors was down there. They were conquering southern Italy, man. Different parts of even northern Italy also. You're gonna have Israelites scattered, so just teach the word, man. Teach the word. And they said these big churches, man, a lot of them are sellouts. Damn, there's a lot of traffic, man. But anyway, fuck it.
This is 17.
Yeah, sorry. Fucking this, whatever. You know, we just got reports that Facebook that there was a shutdown, social media shutdown, and that's all part of that's their agenda. Because lately, if you've been noticing, a lot of power outages and a lot of internet shutdowns on Facebook, Instagram, a lot of internet power outages throughout nationwide, and that's been happening the last couple of weeks. Last couple of weeks, that's been happening. And basically, that's the famine in the word that's also coming too, because the famine in the word is coming. Amos 8 and 11. The famine in the word. The famine of the word. Amos 8 and 11. You also have news that Stan Lee died. You know, Stan Lee, who was quote unquote the godfather of comics, he passed on at 95, which is an omen. You know, a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, he died. He's 95 years old. He's gonna die anyway." The timing of it, you know, it's all spiritual anyway. Just the timing of it, you know. Yeah, it's probably traffic because of this shit. That's the time we're living in, man. We're at the time when the Most High is about to raise up the true Marvel comics. You know, the true Marvel comics, 444. It is right now. It's 12,000 out of each tribe. 12 tribes of Israel, 144,000. And every day that goes by, more and more spiritual things is happening. You know, more spiritual signs that we're getting from the Most High. The Lord is showing us, you know, the prophets. Because a lot of you got a problem with the word prophet, because you live in this imaginary Disneyland world. You think about a prophet, you think about someone in the cave in Afghanistan levitating on a carpet. That's your definition of prophet, because you still in La La Land. You know, we're dealing with reality, man. The word prophet means to say before. Now, when you watch the Dow, you see what's going on with these sanctions. Which these sanctions is fucking with America, and that's why there's traffic. It's when you people are nosy. People are nosy as hell. They ain't nosy for the truth. They ain't trying to get into the truth. A little accident or a little police blockade. Look at all the traffic that it caused. Multitudes to do evil, man. Be wicked. You know. That time is coming very soon, man. You can feel it. The energy that's in the air. Most High got the spirit in the air of judgment, of war. You see what's going on over there with the fires. That's Psalms 104. The angels and ministers of fire. The Most High is a consuming fire. This word is fire. Your spirit, your energy is fire. Even though a lot of you Israelites, you don't have the Holy Ghost. You don't have the spirit of the Lord. You're just a vessel that's just alive. You're just a body. You're just a vegetable waiting to be put back into the garden. What I mean by that is the thermonuclear missiles, man. You're going to disintegrate. A lot of you are physically, you alive, you're breathing, but you don't have the breath of life. Living is the breath of life. Actually leave to be alive. What does it mean when the breath of life goes up in you and you become alive? It's all about this truth. This truth makes you alive. You've seen what's going on in this dark world makes you alive. This world is death. Curses is death. When you're in slavery in the pits, this is hell, man. This is death. This is hell. And the scriptures say you're going to take death and hell and cast it into the lake of fire. You know, which we at that time now. The Lord's going to take death and hell and cast into the lake of fire. And that's our whole mission. That's why we was brought to this earth. That's our mission in life. All right? The subject of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, there's no new thing under the sun. Jeremiah 1st chapter, 5th verse, man. The Lord knew you before you were formed in the belly. That's just why we're on this earth, to do the will of the Lord. Our mission is to do that. not to come out here and live a happy-go-lucky life and do the whole White House with the picket fence. Our whole mission is to teach the doctrine, man, to teach the word. That's the mission, man. Make our body a living sacrifice. Preach unto the Lord's sheep. Feed the sheep. Comfort each other with these words. That's the mission. You don't take your life and revolve your life around the truth. The truth comes first, man. The word comes first. The Lord comes first. His services come first. Samurai means to serve. The samurai is the warriors, the prophets, the house of David, the house of David, King David and the mighty men, man. The mighty men, the house of David, man. The men of valor, the men of warriors, man. The warrior, valiant men at war. And we in spiritual warfare now. And the war don't stop. We just talk about that. The war doesn't stop. You want to take a rest? Fine, take a rest. You want to take a break? Take a break. Because Satan is not taking a break. You know? Yeah, and Stanley's always making cameos and appearances in the movies. Guess what? Ain't gonna be no more appearances anymore. Ain't gonna be no more appearances anymore. Because his ass is done. His ass is in the spirit world. And guess what? He knows he's an Edomite, which he knew that while he was on this earth. He knows he's an Edomite. He knows who the Israelites are. He knows the true superheroes. Because when you went to the spirit world, you see the superhero. You see Kal-El. You see Superman, Yahweh Shai, and the angels. You see the ultimate power, Yahweh, man, the almighty Yahweh. You know? Give me and it's spiritual that these shutdowns be happening. These internet shutdowns, because that's a frequency, that's an energy too. Here it is, the Facebook shutdown. And then look, the Most High took the energy out and the spirit out of Stan Lee. So that's an omen, man. And the Most High gonna take the spirit and energy out, you Rothschilds, you Satanists, you elites. We know you're not taking a rest, and we ain't taking a rest either. We're continually putting curses on you, meditating on your downfall. 11, destruction, man. Destruction upon you. Yesterday was the day that Nat Turner died. Was the 100th anniversary of World War I. You have all these movies out talk about World War. You got the fires out there that the Most High, that's the Most High is visiting through the elements. What do you think the Avatar is all about? Don't you know one of the way the Most High visits is through the element of fire? The Most High is a consuming fire. The burning bush with Moses, when the Lord was speaking to Moses in a burning bush and the bush went on fire, your spirit itself, your energy is fire, man. Everything is fire. This motor running right now is fire. The pistons going up and down, causing that friction, that fire, that energy. So fire is energy, man. Your spirit, when you die, don't you know your spirit is a fire, it has energy, it has a mass. When you die, it actually leaves your body. And your body's just stiff and cold. Your fire, your energy, sweat, your personality, your spirit, which is the size of like a what? A peanut. A lot of you are just dead. You're spiritually dead. You don't know what's going on. That's why when we try to tell you and try to talk to you, you don't seem to get it. You're spiritually dead. You're in gross darkness. See, we're trapped in these bodies too. Because we're in the topic of superheroes, we're trapped in these bodies too. But guess what? Our spirit is not of this world. We are from below. We are from above. You from below. The Lord said that. That's the righteous as above, so below. We're from above. The house of David shall be as gods. Can you give me that scripture? Zechariah 13, I believe. The house of David shall be as gods. Going to Psalms 82 and 6. Ye are gods. Ye shall die like men. Jude 1st chapter. Trapped in the chains of darkness. These mortal bodies. Going back to immortality. That's why we've been broken in slavery and in the curses. And that blackness and that slavery, that coming into cargo slave ships, being destroyed as a people, being broken down. Those are the curses, being lost in darkness. You ever been in a dark room? In a dark ass room you can't see? And that's the majority of our people, man. But when the Most High gives you the light, because we are the children of light, the owl, which the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, they have these saying is one of the symbols of the owl. The owl can see at night. That's where they get the whole night vision goggle. There's a certain oil that the owl has that can see at night. The Bible speaks about the oils, the lamps. Keeping the oil in the lamps, man. Be able to see at night. Through the witchcraft television, through the demonic music, through the philosophies, through the ways of this world, man, which is darkness, which is death. This whole world ain't about the laws of the Most High. You can see, because look at the chaos that is causing. It's getting worse. And the Most High is bringing judgment. Now you got these celebrities. They're pushing out that witchcraft. They're pushing out that witchcraft. These celebrities are pushing out that sodomite spirit. You got Jaden Smith saying that Tyler Creator's his boyfriend. That's the vibe that these devils push out purposely. They push it out purposely, man. That vibe. Because they want you Jakes, you Israelites, to be effeminate. They want you to be sodomites, man. That's what they want you to be, man. You got it?
Yeah. Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them.
Yeah, feeble, weak. Feeble and weak. Who's feeble and weak? We are. Who's at the bottom? We are. We're the feeble and the weak, man. We're the lowly. We the one that needs salvation. We're the ones that sign and crying. We're the lowly, the meek, at the bottom. Wanting to get the hell out of here. Prophesying against this place. Chanting down, shake the hand. Give these devils no rest. The righteous is bold as a lion. We're standing up. We're standing up, man. Damn, it's a bad time to leave. Traffic all over this motherfucker. It's another thing too. This place is just like Rome. Rome was known for their highways, man. These fucking this whole traffic system is just suppression, man. Here it is, you coming out of work and then you gotta take an hour, 3 hours to fucking go home, man. That's oppression, man. That's straight up oppression. You go ahead.
In that day, Zechariah 12:8, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
In that day will the Lord raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, man. The house of David is going to be as gods. The feeble amongst them shall be as David.
And the fishermen will be hunters, man, and order will be established. Judgment will be established from the jump at the gate. And there's going to be a lot of hell that's going to be raised unto you devils, because that's just how it is, man. To enforce, there's always a level of aggression that comes with the territory of enforcing order, because there's always going to be those that don't want to get in order, specifically the ones that are in the top, and there has to be a change in power. That's why the servants of the Lord are going to take the kingdom. You know, all those that come against us, like the brother been saying consistently the past few videos, we don't have a seat in the United Nations, man. We are the outcasts in their confederacy.
All nation not desired.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is literally the world against us. You know, and the tables will turn. You know, when all these miracles, these are some of the miracles that Yahweh Shai was talking about, that greater works that we shall do, or the elect. You know what I'm saying? The house of David.
I have to go to the mall, man, chill for a little bit, because it's going to take about 3 hours to get to the crib.
Yeah, Khan, is mad.
Yeah, it's too much.
Mad traffic.
That's another thing. This is fucking oppression here. Can't even go home in time. You know, you got people that coming out of the work shifts. They trying to go home and shit. You got to deal with this traffic. That's why road rage is at an all-time high. Everywhere you look, this place is oppression. It really is, man. There's no relaxing in this place at all. You Israelites are not relaxing, man. You coming out of work and you got to deal with this traffic. 3 hours to get home. That's just crazy. And it's supposed to take 30 minutes.
Driving is becoming a pain in the ass everywhere.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pleasure traveling. You know, you work in this hamster wheel, you come out of work and you got to take 3 hours to get home. Come on, man. It's ridiculous, man.
This big city shit is a cancer on all levels, man. Literally.
Got to get the fuck out of here. We literally need to get out of here. This place is literally, physically, makes you sick. This place is fucking hell, man. If you're not in that spirit, you ain't fucking right, man.
All this fucking world does is wear out the saints, man.
That's all it does.
Just wear us the fuck out, man. That's why it's the spirit of the Lord, really, like, to have. It's not an easy thing to do, to just have that determination to keep going. That's not of us, that's of the Lord.
Yeah.
Man. To just keep going, man. Fuck it. Despite the weight on our shoulders and the stress, fuck it. We gotta keep on with the mission.
Yeah.
We gotta keep on.
What else is there? Think about it. What else is there? What else is there to do? Go what? Go what? Make a rap song? Music's garbage. What else is there to do, man? People in the world are more zombified than ever. The majority of people, what they worried about, man? Their job. I know there's one guy, all he talked about was his job. All the guy talked about, my job. And
every time you see him, yo.
Every time I see him, he still talks about the job mad years ago. And then he talks about the job he got now. Like, he has no ambition, nothing. Like, yo, all he talks about is his fucking job. As soon as I see him, yeah, man, you know, the job, it's always the same shit, like a robot. Hey, you know that job that we worked at, man, that place was, it's the same jokes over and over. It's like, yo, what the fuck is there to talk about, man? Talk about some spiritual things, man. Yeah, nothing to look forward to in this society. This society is bullshit. It's all BS, man.
And that's the manifestation of them being spiritually dead, because that is proof right there that they're not seeking to be their own person. Well, not really their own person, because you can't be your own person. You're going to be who the Most High made you, but like, you're not seeking to grow spiritually and gain new knowledge. You're not learning shit. So your life is just your job. Like, that shit is sad.
That's pathetic.
That shit is sad. Like, you don't do nothing else. Like, yo, leave your job shit at your job. You don't do nothing else aside from that. Like, you don't have no hobbies. Like, who the fuck is so-and-so, so-and-so? Because you are not your job, motherfucker. You're making somebody else rich.
Yeah.
Like, what are your interests? What are you into? Yo, these people are zombies, bro.
Zombies. They love the zombie shit. We're tired of the zombie shit.
I don't know what I like to do. I don't know what I like.
What motherfuckers want to do is be a slave. Be a slave. This guy don't even let me go. All I'm gonna do is just cross to the side. It's gonna be a couple of minutes that this traffic is so bad, man. It's gonna take 3 hours to get home, and then only 30 minutes away from the house.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Old ass man whipping that ass side. That's a lot of horsepower for you, old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This traffic is mad demonic, man.
It is demonic. Look at this shit. I'm ready to get the hell out. We ready to get out of here, man. If you're not in that spirit, you ain't right. You got to work for Esau and all this shit, and you know what I mean? There's always some bullshit, man. You falling back in your bills, and you trying to save up, and you trying to make a trip to fucking DR. You trying to make a trip to Puerto Rico, Costa Rica to get away for a couple of days. You can't even do it. Packing up in these bills, and there's always something, man.
Oh yeah, and these assholes. This more's gonna be a little packed because I forgot today's a holiday, and they're doing the holiday shopping.
Yeah, the zombies.
Yeah, the zombies are trying to get the discounts in the holiday shopping.
Stupid asses.
And the quote-unquote deals.
You know what? We'd rather go here than drive. It's gonna take 3 hours to get. One time I took this trip over here, 3 hours it took, man.
Yeah,
3 fucking hours.
You ain't going nowhere in this traffic.
Which I don't give a fuck, but still, you know, fuck it. Look at these zombies, yeah. Like you said, look, shopping. Sales! Don't you have the fucking Walking Dead out now? The series?
Yeah.
Zombies. This fucking bullshit, spending money on bullshit. Spending money on BS, man. That's why hell gotta come. Hell has to come. Hell has to come. Got people in this Thanksgiving spirit. Should be thanks for killing and taking my shit day. Thanks for killing and rape, robbing, murdering.
Right.
And the Gadites, guess what, man? You Israelites out there, you putting a curse upon yourself. That cranberry sauce and that turkey goes back to the slaughter of the Native Americans, man. Give me that in Genesis 49, and then we're gonna close out before we
You know the verse?
Genesis 49. Gad, a truth shall overcome, he shall overcome at the last.
Oh, okay, God.
Yeah, they have no worries. People have no worries at all. It's all about shopping. Shopping and making money and shopping and doing all this bullshit. Not thinking about, man, shit's about to get real out here. Let's get ourselves right spiritually. Because the Most High is about to bring judgment. Let's get our minds right. Because shit's about to get real. No, you said you over here in the spirit of fucking Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. And it's not even fucking, we got what, 2 weeks, we're like 2 weeks away, and damn, time is flying, man.
About maybe a week and a half.
Time is flying, yo. Motherfuckers already talk about shopping, like, shit is corny, man. Spend all this damn money.
Cause I think Thanksgiving is next week. Yeah, next week Thursday.
Yeah, not this Thursday, and the week after, yeah.
It's the 22nd, which is next week, and then there's Black Friday the day after. So about a year and a week and a half is Thanksgiving.
Motherfuckers already shopping and shit.
Not quick, yo, but before we know it.
Shit is annoying, man. Instead of really getting your mind right, prepared what's about to happen, you want to go shopping. Ain't nothing wrong with shopping, but not in the spirit of these pagan satanic holidays.
Now I know this rioting, these pagan satanic holidays and all this rioting. And you liable to get your ass whooped on that day. Literally, because motherfuckers, every year we bring it out on the videos, man. Motherfuckers act like fucking animals, yo.
Yeah, motherfuckers shoot each other. Christmas has a high. This dark time, notice the bloodshed, these bloodshed pagan satanic holidays is at the darker time of the year because dark shit happens around this time. That dark energy's out here, man. Motherfuckers committing suicide, homicides. Christmas trees burning down, and people don't even put it together, man. Like, damn, Christmas, why is the Most High letting Christmas trees? You ain't putting it together, man.
Yeah, electrical fires from them, all them lights and shit in people's homes. People go crazy with all them goddamn lights.
Motherfuckers don't got money like that. Got money to be spending. They're about to close 40 stores early next month. Sears, Kmart, JCPenney, 40 stores. And 40 is a spiritual number. We're just tired of all this bullshit, man. People are just asleep, man. All you do is complain and moan. Well, obviously, you're not watching what's going on. You ain't watching the news. You're not watching the prophecies. You shopping like nothing's gonna happen. Don't you know all hell's about to fucking break loose? Iran said they're gonna cut the Straits of Hormuz. If they cut the Straits of Hormuz off, it's a wrap. You got these wildfires. I wonder they're shopping over there in the West Coast. With them wildfires in Malibu and Paradise. Your paradise, man. Your paradise is done. Esau, your paradise is going down. And our people that join onto Esau, your paradise is going down too. They say an extreme devil winds. Burning down paradise. So the extreme wind, the destroying wind is the nuclear missiles. And that fire that's going to come is that fire that them ICBMs are going to bring. Are going to blow this place away. To smithereens. Good.
This is Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
That's a Native American. You should be ashamed of yourself, you Israelites, man. Lowell, and we get to go to National Day of Mourning with the Gadites over there. Come together, and all the tribes, indigenous tribes, they get together and they speak about the atrocities of Thanksgiving and the truth about Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts, and what happened. Just like Columbus Day, then the day after that you have Black Friday, which goes when you Israelites were being sold on auction blocks, man. And here it is, the Most High is about to be recompense, and it's about to bring payback for what happened to the children of Israel, the shedding the blood of the saints by Esau. But here it is, you don't want to take heed to that. You don't want to get right with the Most High, because the Most High is going to recompense Esau and pay back Esau for what he did to children of Israel. What do? You go with the enemy and you celebrate the downfall of your people, which angers the Lord. That angers the Lord, man. Thanksgiving. You just had Thanksgiving. The Maccabees, man, uprising against the Greeks. You're supposed to give thanks to the Most High for giving us the neck of our enemies. Giving thanks to the Most High for raising us up and taking down our enemies. Not thanking Satan for the downfall of your own people. That's what you're celebrating, man. You have your own high holy days. You have that. But you don't want to follow the Lord's calendar. You want to follow Esau's calendar and celebrate his pagan satanic holidays, which really go back to the slaughtering of our people, man. And we wait to this Black Friday. Every Black Friday is more death and destruction. shootouts. There was one a couple of years ago. This simple-minded dude, he was screaming. They was stomping his ass out. I guess they was waiting for the doors to open up, because you got people camping all night, just camping outside like demons. And as soon as the doors open, they start running through, breaking through the glass. And God forbid you fall on the floor, you getting stampede, man. There was one dude, he was screaming, ah! They still kept stepping on him, man, stampeding him. Fucking people are zombies, man. Zombies. Yeah, bro.
That was it on that.
Yeah, Stanley is dark. Yeah, darker. It's getting darker earlier. You're entering into the winter solstice, darker times of the year. This weather's freaked out too. People kill each other around this time, man, for gifts. You know? It's dark by 5 p.m. It gets darker earlier, man. And this weather is not normal. Yesterday was cold as shit. Today's not even cold like that. It's like an eerie. It's like a cold, but it's not a freakish cold. Like yesterday was cold. I'm sorry, Saturday was cold. Saturday was really cold, man. Now look, the weather dropped. It actually went up. I'm sorry, it went up. So the weather's going up and down. And you got all these fires and all these. Yo, man, at the Most High just bringing judgment, man. He's just bringing judgment. If you can't see what's going on, then you're blinded. And Esau's attacking everything. This system, he's oppressing people. He's even going after the tiny homes, man. They used to be tiny homes. They used to take 2,000, 3,000 to make. This fucking devil is now took hold of the tiny homes and now raising them up to 85,000, 100,000. He got his hand on that shit. You know? Go ahead. You don't got to see us. The word is getting out. It's not about us. It's about the word, you know?
That was it on that scripture.
Give me Psalms 104 and 4. The ministers of fire. Yeah, it's an eerie feeling outside. Yeah, it's eerie. It's eerie, very eerie and very. It's like one of them. You never watched some horror movies when you was a kid? We're about to walk right now around the mall. We gonna see. Motherfuckers is zombies, man. It's just zombies. It's zombie land. It's just fucking zombie land out here, man. It's fucking zombies. This gotta be the last. Lord willing, this is it, man. This Thanksgiving, Lord willing, this be it, man. This be the last Thanksgiving. This be the last Black Friday. We want to get the hell out of here already, man. There's nothing else. And here it is. They're announcing stores, 40 more stores closing next year. Sears, Kmart, JCPenney, early next year. Not counting the more stores they're going to close, because these fourth quarters goes by what's going to happen the year after. These are the most important quarters here, because you have Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Black Friday, you got Christmas. But nobody's shopping no more, man. People losing their jobs. People not spending money into the economy like they used to. And what's going to happen? More jobs are going to fall. People are going to lose their job. Unemployment is going to go higher. And what's going to happen is going to be more crime. Ain't nobody shopping, man. People are fucking broke. They're poor. Ain't no shopping. That spirit is dead. That shopping spirit is dead. Ain't nobody shopping no more. Shit is folding up. Right?
This is Psalms 104 and 4. I'll start at 1. Psalms 104 and 1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with the honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Bro, making his clouds his chariots, who stretches his arm. Yeah, that goes to show you the Most High controls all as a spirit designed within reach. The Most High controls all, the heavens, the elements, the angels. He controls the angels, which the angels control the elements, the fire, the water, the earthquakes. Don't you know the Most High speak through the elements? Them eerie flash floods that be appearing throughout the world. The bugged out heat waves. Japan just had the biggest heat wave. Then they had the biggest typhoon. Then you have the most destructive fires. That's the Most High saying the angels, the hitmen. You know what? Go do an earthquake over here. You know what? Go do the fires over here. Spread them wildfires in paradise. Put them devilish winds over there, man. That's the Most High with the angels, man. The angels that you can't see. Yeah, that's right.
the spooky stuff, the supernatural, which there's angels amongst us now. There's angels protecting us right now that we can't see, that the Most High is protecting us, man. And you got this whole, if the Most High was to open up the spirit world, this whole world, these people right here, they're in the zombie, they're shopping, they got a whole bunch of demons on them, man. They're ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. They'll be having witch hats and warlocks and a bunch of demons jumping on top of them. Yeah, this is real battle, man. This is what we battle, especially around the holiday season. You always get a real demonic vibe around, especially Halloween. When Halloween came, every year that comes by, there's always an eerie, oppressive. You feel like there's like a lot of pressure on you. It's an eerie, demonic vibe that goes around these holidays. Thanksgiving's another one. I never understood it as a kid. I never liked these holidays. Never felt right in the spirit. It just never felt right. You know, when you a kid, you know, with your family and all that, but it didn't feel right. And then when you get older, you understand it's not of God. It's not of the Most High. Christmas is too, man. That's another demonic ass day, man. Very demonic. I remember when you was a kid, when Christmas came, it actually snowed, and you're looking out the window for a damn Edomite, a cracker devil pedophile to fly around with a bunch of reindeers in the front
And a big ass stomach.
and a big ass stomach. You actually believe the shit. Then your mom would put gifts under the Christmas tree because she didn't know no better. Hey son, Santa Claus came. You know damn well Santa Claus didn't put no Christmas tree under the gifts under the Christmas tree. That was your mother, man. You know, although when your tooth, remember when your tooth was falling out, the tooth fairy, you put a tooth under your pillow, and then you open up the pillow, and then you get $10.
Shit is so retarded.
You know damn well that was your mother. Even as a kid, you knew that was your mother. You knew that was your mother. Like, come on, stop it. You playing games, but still, you was a kid, you know. But even in the spirit, I knew, man, ain't no cracker come through a crib. We ain't got no goddamn Christmas tree. Or no chimney, I mean. We ain't got no chimney. So the devil had to come through to either pick lock the shit or he came through the fucking window. And there's gates on the window. Because I was living in New York as a kid. So in the devil didn't come. Santa Claus, the Edomite didn't come through the damn gates and put no gifts under the Christmas tree. But that's what you celebrate. Don't you know that's in the Bible? You're not supposed to be celebrating that? That's why suicides, homicides, and a lot of houses burn down. That's what you get, man. You want to sacrifice unto these gods, and the Most High makes your house get burned down. A lot of Christmas trees, where these Christmas trees are at, a lot of houses burned down, man. A lot of suicides and homicides around the time because they can't buy no gifts. They can't buy no gifts. So what they end up doing, they end up killing their significant other, killing themselves, going out there committing a crime to keep up with the Joneses, man. And a lot of you Israelites, you're not being able to keep up with the Joneses. Jobs are folding up. Ain't like it used to be. Jobs, you just go, oh, I lost my job the same day you get another job. Ain't like that no more, man. You might be a year, 2 years without work. Go ahead.
Verse 4, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire.
Yeah, that's right. Ministers of flaming fire. The Lord's a consuming fire. We're miniature fires. That's why the Most High, the most fire. And we're ministers of fire. We're the angels on the right-hand side, and you devils, you elites, you're the angels on the left-hand side. Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 10. We're about to close it out. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, man. There's a lot of demonic energy out here. A lot of it's a spiritual battle, especially around the high holy days, man. The majority of our people, you put your spirit in this, man. You actually put your spirit into these high satanic holidays, pagan satanic holidays, man. And for you sacrificing to these idol gods, these false gods, you're gonna be destroyed for that. Don't be surprised if something major. There's always major events happening around Thanksgiving. Look what's happening right now. The wildfires out there in California. And it's not gonna stop. It's the most destructive wildfire in California. If God is all love, like you Israelites will you go to the churches, love. If God is all love, why is there none but chaos in the world? Iran said they're about these sanctions are starting World War III. North Korea, they're already finding new underground bases of nukes. All hell is breaking loose. These fires, you can't see the Lord speaking. Russia talk about they're gonna go to war with the U.S. You got these movies, these theaters now all about World War III, man. You can't see the energy that's in the air. You can't see the frequency and the spirit that's in the air. These wildfires in California, there's a shooting every day. They said in 300 something days, there was 300 something shootings. Every other day is another fucking shooting. I heard there was another shooting in North Carolina. There's a shooting every other day. That's a norm here in America, man. Bloodshed, shooting, murder, blood sacrifices. That's the MO of America, man. How was America built? The blood of the saints of the Israelites, man. That's how this place was built, man. And that's why it's going down with violence. It was built with violence, and it's going down with violence, man. And all you Israelites that's in the custom and the spirit of this beast, you're a bunch of beasts too, man. And you're going to go down with the beast, man. Because you're going to take the mark of the beast, the chip. A lot of you just laugh about that, but it's not no joke no more. Sweden just ordered 50,000 microchips. The UK is gonna chip their employees. So what do you have to say now? It's not a joke anymore. It's reality, and the economy is gonna collapse. The dollar should have been collapsed. When they're playing with the numbers, going up and down, up and down, up and down, the economy is gonna collapse. And when it collapses, it's gonna be all chaos out here, man. And they're gonna throw your ass in the fuck. They're gonna starve your ass out, and they're gonna be crying to FEMA, and they're gonna throw your ass in a concentration camp and chip your ass, man, and beat the shit out of you. That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be reality. Ain't gonna be no more Thanksgiving, Christmas. Lord might do something before Thanksgiving, man. The way things are going, because people are waking up to these false flags. So now they got to do something very major. They might have to nuke a city or something, or wipe out a whole city. So people are not believing it no more. They're not believing these shootings. That last shooting in Thousand Oaks, that was horrible. 48 hours prior to it happening, there was crisis actors hiring on Craigslist, man. And that shit was very obvious. That was an act. And right after that, right next to Thousand Oaks, all these fires spread it out. That's these elites, man, doing this shit. But you dumb, stupid sheeple, you don't know what's going on. You just trying to get the sales. That's all you're worried about, sale and frying the turkey. Well, America's the turkey that's about to get fried.
Yeah.
By the nuclear missiles. The Lord's seasoning it up right now. And that's in the scriptures. The Lord said, I'm going to spice it well. I'm going to burn it up. Ezekiel 22 and Ezekiel 24. He going to burn it up. He going to spice it well. The Most High is putting the stuff in, and he getting the turkey ready to put in the oven. Malachi 4. He going to put it in the oven, man. The earth shall burn as an oven. He going to put the turkey in the oven. He going to put America in the oven, man, and burn it up. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 1.
Go ahead.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Gun.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Mm-hmm.
the work of the hands of the workman.
Right, because we at the time of the darker times of the year. The fall equinox going into the winter solstice, the darker times of the year. The darker times, which the witches and warlocks, they celebrate the earth going in hibernation mode. This is when the earth goes to sleep. So they do their celebration, man, of the earth, the darker times of the year, the winter solstices, man, the darker times of the year. So it's a celebration that these devils are doing, man. And in the midst of that is this pagan satanic holidays, which go simultaneously with the astrology, the lighter times of the year, the darker times of the year. Now we're in the darker times of the year, aka winter solstice, man, aka Thanksgiving, aka Black Friday, aka Christmas, man. Go ahead.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest with the axe.
You cut the tree out of the forest with the axe. It's the Christmas. Go ahead.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Mm-hmm.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
Right. They fasten it with nails and hammers to keep the tree still. Don't they do that for Christmas? At the time of the winter solstice, which go back to the days of Saturnalia, from December 18th to the 25th, basically Satan worshiping. And they will cut body parts off and exchange that as gifts, man. And do all types of freaky shit. Sexual orgies and everything. Look it up, man. The information is there. It's not of the Most High, period. Go ahead.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Mm-hmm.
They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil.
Right. And you put the spirit into a tree. You don't know that's an actual sacrifice that you're making to Satan? And that star on the tip of the tree goes back to Nimrod, which Nimrod got cut, I believe, in 13 pieces, and the only thing they found was his rod. And they put the rod on top of a tree. That's what that's pagan. That's not of the Most High. But you celebrate that. Then you try to, nah, the Most High, it's for the kids. No, man, guess what? You sacrifice your children to Molech, man, when you do that. That's why you put that Christmas tree in your house, and you wonder why that house burns down. There's an eerie demonic spirit behind that Christmas. All these Thanksgiving too, man. Especially, come on, man, Thanksgiving, Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts. They slaughtered the Native Americans, clubbed them down with clubs. Then they try to hide it and cover it up. Oh, no, the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims, it was the life of a man with the Pilgrims. That's bullshit. Look what's happening right now with Trump. They blocked in Dakotas the Native Americans from voting. And you Native Americans got mad about that. When are you Native Americans going to wake the fuck up? The tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You Judite, you so-called Negroes, you Negro tribes should be pissed the fuck off, especially you Gadite tribes and you Mexican tribes, the Aztecas, man, the tribe of Issachar. Y'all should be pissed the fuck off, man. What the hell's wrong with y'all? But that's why the caravan's coming up, and Trump's already saying that there's Middle Eastern Arab terrorists in there, and they're already kidnapping, I believe, 100 plus people. They already kidnapped 100 plus people, man, and they have the children and the women in the front, and they're gonna mow your ass down. Just you forgot about Thanksgiving? The Lord's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna let this devil remind you of the true meaning of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, when he mows your ass down. And that's what's gonna take. And what they're already talking about it. The Homeland Security Edomite said it. Oh, we're gonna shoot them down, basically, the caravan. We're gonna shoot them the hell down. And that's what it's gonna take for you tribes to wake up. Because you tribes are hard-headed, you're stupid, you're in a coma. But how do you wake somebody from sleep? You take a bucket of cold-ass water with ice in it and you throw it in their face. And that's the martial law, man. There's something big might happen. They're saying that's gonna happen. The caravan's coming in December, and there's another one forming El Salvador. People are stupid as hell, man. You people are gonna wake the fuck up. You're gonna wake the hell up, man. You're gonna wake the hell up the hard way. When you're the turkey that's gonna get deep fried like Popeyes. You know what? We're gonna close out with Malachi 4:1. This shit is frustrating, especially around these holidays, man. It's not holy about. We just had the Hanukkah. That's something to celebrate, exchange. Yeah, did we not exchange gifts?
Yeah.
Didn't we get married? You Israelites supposed to be celebrating that, man. But no, you don't want to celebrate that. The downfall of our enemies and us being uplifted as a people and the downfall of Esau and other nations. You don't want to celebrate that. The Maccabees getting raised up. Mattathias and the Judas Maccabees and his 5 sons, Mattathias' 5 sons. You don't want to celebrate that. The uprising of our people coming up and you devils going down. You want to celebrate the heathens taking us down. That's what you want to celebrate. You dumb, stupid assholes. The Passover is another one. The Passover. The downfall of the Egyptians, man. And the Lord deliver us, man. Hanukkah. The downfall of the Grecians. The Most High is raising up the Maccabees, which Mel Gibson's trying to make a movie, and they're giving him a hard time. And Mel Gibson knows the truth, too. He know who the real Israelites are. It's common knowledge. You have Amalek coming out saying that they're not the real Jews. They have books, was it the 13th tribe? With Kosler, that came out and said, we are not the real Jews. If we are one of the tribes, then there'll be 13 tribes. He said that. He wrote a book about it, man. And I believe that book costs a couple of $100. The truth is out there. Go ahead.
Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly.
It's a burn as an oven. Now, what do you put in the oven? A turkey. And the Bible tells you in Ezekiel 22 and 24, the Most High is the ultimate chef. He says how he's getting the turkey ready. He's getting America ready to burn it up. So the Most High is getting America ready. He's like, America's like a big turkey. He's putting the stuffings. He's putting the economic collapse, the Dow going down, these Iran sanctions, these racial tensions. He's stuffing. That's the stuffing. And he's about to put it in the oven. That's the nuclear missile, the ICBMs. Read that from the top again.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble, go ahead.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, no root nor branch. Everything's gonna get burnt up. Ain't gonna be no deep fry. That's the new thing now, fried turkey. You ever eat fried turkey? It tastes better than them oven turkey. Most High gonna deep fry this damn place, man. To disintegrate it. To disintegrate it, man. You're actually feasting. You're feasting to the downfall of your own people. You Native Americans. But now, slowly but surely, every year, like the National Day of Mourning is getting bigger every year. And the Columbus Day that just passed, they just banned it in Ohio. So they're planning on banning it in different states. And that's Esau losing his power, slowly but surely. He's losing his power. Ohio just banned it this year. And other states are following up to ban Columbus Day. And the Italians are getting pissed. Them Edomite Italians, they getting pissed the fuck off, man. They want to keep that holiday. So that's the racial tensions right there. Especially with this coming up, Thanksgiving too. Then you have the National Day. You have Indigenous Day for Columbus Day. Then you have the National Day of Mourning for the Native Americans on Thanksgiving, which all the natives get together and they have a National Day of Mourning or what really happened in history, man. And they should the next day have another awareness of the Black Friday. But you Judites, man, you Judites are all broken down, man. That's why all the tribes are waiting for you to get roused up, not Levi. Levi's not going to get turned up, the first ones to get turned up. According to prophecy, Judah going to get raised up. That's a spirit. Judah, Genesis 49. Genesis 49, Judah, who shall rise him up? The Most High going to raise up Judah. It's not Levi that's going to turn this thing all around for the tribes. It's going to be Judah, the head. That's the order, man. So the tribes are waiting for Judah to get roused up. And the scriptures talk about that the tribes are gonna be in awe of when Judah gets the neck of his enemies, man. It was always Levi getting turned up. Issachar even gets turned up on them federales. But it's gonna be Judah. So Judah gotta get turned up. Not Levi, not Issachar, not Zebulun. Judah. So when Judah gets roused up, that's when all the tribes are gonna form like Voltron. But it starts with Judah, the head tribe. And that's what the fuck we waiting for, man. You Judites gotta wake the hell up, man. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? That's why a lot of y'all need to get punched in your fucking face. You need concentration camps. So when the Most High raises up Esau to bust you upside your head, that's when you're gonna take it serious, man. And that's when you're gonna fucking roar. The Most High is gonna wake up that sleeping giant, man. Judah gonna get roused up, and when Judah gets roused the fuck up, see, Esau's gonna get the first couple of waves. He's gonna get the first, second, and then that's when he starts killing a lot of yous. Then the second wave, when he starts mowing you down, and you start seeing the colors of the devil, he's already getting ready to mow down you Zebulonites, and that's the spirit too. There's Zebulonites in front of us. He gonna mow down you Zebulonites, women and children, because the Esau don't give a fuck about your kids or nothing. He gonna mow your ass down, and then that's when you tribes gonna wake the fuck up. That's when you're gonna wake up, and that's when you're gonna fight. That's when you're gonna fight, man. You Judites got to wake the hell up. You Judites, you Ephraimites, the house of Judah and the house of Ephraim. Talk about all the 12 tribes. But you Judites got to wake the fuck up, man. So we can get the hell out of here. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? You think the Most High don't forgot about this? The Lord requires that which just passed. The Most High is not fucking forgot, and we haven't forgot. And we can't stop thinking about what happened to our people, man. And we're sick and tired of this fucking place. That's why we're supposed to prophesy no matter what. Even when we don't feel like it, no matter what happens, we still got to prophesy, man. As good soldiers of the Lord, man. We're supposed to prophesy. Yeah, we go through shit. Hey, there's sometimes you might not want to do a video, but it's not about you, man. You got to push this word out, push this vibe out. And we can see what the Father's getting busy over there in California. He's doing his works, man. Even as we're speaking right now, the Lord he putting the spirit on us to get busy over here, and he getting busy throughout the world, man. He's over there getting busy in California. He burning out Esau's paradise with them devilish winds. And that destroying wind is coming. That fiery wall is coming to America, man. So we got to keep pushing that fire, man, no matter what. And all you Israelite men are commanded to do that. Be a fucking man and stand up and push his word out, man. Get involved. Don't be cheerleading. Most likely gonna kill cheerleaders too. Get involved in this thing, man. Truly get involved. So we can get out of here, we can go home. And we can get a righteous kingdom, which I know you feel it too. We feel it. The kingdom's at the door. We can see the kingdom. We wouldn't be in this. We really believe this, man. I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it, man. The Spirit of the Lord is showing it, man. The Spirit of the Lord is showing it. This is it, man. Ain't no more after this, man. The days are going by. People are more zombified than ever before. People are more lost than ever before. And the Most High is showing it through the prophecies and the scriptures, man. It's coming to pass right in front of our eyes.
Because we're clearly witnessing the Lord. The Lord is and it's funny, the light came on, the headlights came on, so it's shining on us.
It's shining the light, yeah.
And what I'm saying, the Lord put the Spirit on us to clearly see that we are witnessing the downfall of our enemies. So we know this is it, because we're seeing the downfall of this wicked kingdom.
I'm fucking tired, man. I'm fucking tired, man. Tired of being stressed the fuck out, man. Too many years of the bullshit, man. Just fucking tired of this shit, man. That's the spirit you're supposed to be in, man. If you're not in that spirit of wanting to get out this place and pushing that fire, so about we can be here another couple more years. You got men saying that we could be a couple more years. Are you fucking crazy? And listen, man, we here next year. It'd be the Lord's will. We're gonna be here. But the spirit is supposed to be in. You're supposed to make the Lord's ears heavy. You're supposed to be pulling on the spiritual garments of Yahushua. He's pulling the harder we push on the garment of Yahushua, the harder he's pushing the garment of Yahweh, man. So we gotta push it hard, man. So we can push to the floor and the Father be like, you know what? That's it. Bring it down. Bam. That's it. I had enough. All right, go. We got to make his ears heavy, man. We got to sigh and cry. We got to hasten the day. What the hell does that mean? And a lot of you know why a lot of you don't want to hasten the day? Why these sellout camps don't want to hasten the day? And that's why people are attracted to them sellout camps? Because there's not no more pressure. It's really depressing when you truly come in the spirit of the Lord and you're hastening the day and you really hasten the day and want to get out of here. The stress is more.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to be with them other camps that sold out, them friendly Christianity Israelites, because it's not that much pressure.
No.
But when you come in the truth and sincerity, you stressing the fuck out, and people don't want to go through. Oh hell no, I'm gonna go to this camp. This camp, they chill. They more on some chill shit, like cool shit. When you really start going to the prophecies and really start coming in the spirit of the Lord, spirit of Yahushua. Yahushua is a man acquainted with great grief, austere, sweat and blood, stressed the fuck out. He wasn't some type of guy happy. Hey, I'm an Israelite. Hey, he was stressed out, man, knowing he was about to deal with. And that's why a lot of men are not attracted to us. Like, man, fuck them. Them dudes be too much into the prophecies, and fuck that. I want to be in them, the go-lucky, friendly Israelites. They less stressful over there. They don't put that pressure on you.
Yep, they don't get scrutinized. They don't get held accountable for shit. Yeah, how wish I was holding people accountable, man. It's like you was talking about Peter earlier. He called them Satan. The top dude under him, he called him Satan. He told Peter, my church is gonna build upon you. You're the rock of this church, Peter. Holding men accountable. There's a lot of work to be done. Certain men don't want that responsibility.
No, it's too much.
They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to be told, hey, brother, what happened, brother? You were supposed to. You're fucking up. You're not holding your responsibility. They don't want to be told that.
Nope.
They just wanna ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? And just they want the benefits of the brotherhood in the church, but they don't want to contribute and put in work. Meanwhile, here you see your brothers. That's like let's say let me use an extreme example. That's like you got mad furniture to move out of the house. You seeing everybody holding it down, carrying heavy shit, and you're just standing there watching, sipping some soda or something. Like that's wicked, yo. You're seeing your brothers putting in work, sweating for this, and you're just on the sideline watching. When you can get your hands dirty too, when you know better. You know what I'm saying? And you're just watching your brothers go through the stress and the labor. Nah, man, that's wicked as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then these other churches, you can do all that shit. You can be a hypocrite and motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying, that you're living these double lives and your heart is not fully in this thing. Like, nah, man, come on, man. But they all let that shit slide. What? For the spirit of for the sake of the spirit of let's all have fun together. You know what I'm saying? Because if we start rebuking one another, then the fun stops. They don't want the fun to stop, so they avoid rebuke.
And it's crazy because the fun is gonna stop regardless. And like if you're not in the spirit of if you're not in the spirit of this place going down, that's not your mentality. This church ain't for you, man. You don't go to IUIC, go to ICPK. You don't go to these other camps, that will cater to your feelings, But you come into this truth, man. You come into this church, you're gonna put in work, and with the work is gonna come stress. Yeah. Don't you know reading of the prophecies and what's going on? It stresses you out because you're still in here. And that's why brothers be falling out, because it's like, damn, I can't be, it's too much. It's too much bad news. I mean, but hey, the prophets of doom, Bush called us that, the prophets of doom. Watching the news, seeing what's going on, we got anxiety because we still here. It's a battle. We want to get out here right now, but here is we watching news. Hey, Russia's doing this, Russia's doing that, is that, but we still here. Then the next day, and then you're still here, but you still got to do the work. It doesn't matter. That's the battle. It's anxiety for all of us. We get stressed out. When I read the news, I'll be like, damn, man, I want to get the fuck out of here right now. I said that years ago when I heard the truth. And I'm still here through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Lord willing, we endure to the end. But we still got to keep on doing it. But a lot of y'all don't want to do it because when you start really going to the prophecies, it starts stressing you more. Then you don't want to go to the stress. You don't want to go to the fire. You don't want to go to the mental battle. That's why you want to go to these other churches, because they chill. They laugh, giggling at Israelites, is that. Don't talk about don't go into the what, just chill, cater to your feelings. Yo, we just hang out, Israelite, we cool, we Israelite. This ain't no fucking fashion, this ain't no fad. This is reality. And reality is, if you walk in the truth, guess what? With much knowledge is much grief. Oppression make a wise man mad. You're gonna be stressed out. And it's not for you to be walking around moping and crying like a little bitch. You gotta be a soldier and soldier up and toughen up. And guess what? When you come in that spirit, the Most High builds you up. Spiritually, you become a super soldier in the spirit. Most Highs make you a warrior, valiant men. Even fighting, don't you know fighting, even in the physical sense, they say it's 90% mental and 10% physical. It's true. When you're fighting, guess what? You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient, man. It's not just punching punches like an emotional bitch. Because when you do that shit, guess what? You're gonna leave yourself open to get knocked out. You gotta be patient when you're fighting. You gotta be patient. You gotta study your enemy. You know, you gotta really know what you're doing, man. In the spirit. Fighting is not. They teach you that in martial arts. The discipline, man. You gotta have discipline. Forget about fighting this war with guns. That's Esau's blessing. This battle is spiritual. The blessing that Jacob got is spiritual. That's why we're going through this spiritual fire. It's like when you sharpen a sword, shing, shing. You sharpen the sword on both sides, making it real sharp. So when you swipe, that's why the scriptures say, this scripture, the truth is like a two-edged sword. The word is like a two-edged sword. Cut both sides. That's really what the Lord is doing. Spiritual training. Fighting is always spiritual. It's always discipline. It's not how you can punch. I done seen dudes out with black belts get their ass whooped. My brothers just come in because they don't have that spirit. They know the katas, they know the blocks, they know the stances and all that, and they get their ass whooped when it comes to combat. And that's why the Most High is putting you through the fire. And guess what? It is what it is. It's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be grunts, but you gotta go through the fire, and it's gonna build you up to be a warrior to withstand the evil days to come. The Lord is actually doing us a favor by going through this fire.
Yep.
Because he could really break us and really give you hell. So watch what the hell you cry about. He knows where it can break you. So if you sustaining in this truth, just take it what comes with it. I'm gonna give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but take this with it. Bam! No matter what it is. Infirmities, whatever demons come at you. And guess what? It builds you as a man. Because you know what kind of hardcore dude you gotta be out here to survive what's coming? Mentally, you have to be an elite. You have to be elite of the house of David, which are the special ops. You got to be special ops to the T, man, to survive what's happening mentally, to be stability, to have stable the mind. Because the times that's coming, look up World War I, World War II, look up the Holocaust of our people, which is the true Holocaust. It's going to be worse than that. Look at that. See, that's an ambulance in the back. That's the spirit, man. There's going to be a lot of death and destruction out here. A time like never before. So you got to be here with it, man. You got to be here with it. It's going to be bodies hitting the floor, dead bodies all over the place. Ain't going to be no ambulance to come get the dead body and bury it.
No.
It's going to be bodies upon bodies upon bodies. And with bodies come diseases, man. There's going to be starvation out here, cannibalism. People going to be chasing each other down to eat each other. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression because they knew how to farm back then. Ain't no motherfuckers don't know how to farm, especially in the city. If you're in the city, you should really be afraid, man. You should really be seeking the Lord and getting yourself right. Because you live in the city, like we live in the city. May the Lord be with us, because if he's not with us, we're fucked. We're fucked. They shut the city down, you in the city, and the Lord's not with you, you're done. You're done. A lot of you going to blow your brains away. You're going to hang yourself, you're going to blow your brains away, and the Lord ain't going to let you die. The scriptures say that. You're going to suffer. Suffering is coming, man. Horrible suffering. See how that caravan is coming up here? Because they want a better way of life, because there's hell in El Salvador, right? There's hell over there in Central America. They coming over here from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador. They coming over here for a better life because of that hell. And that's what's going to be out here. It's going to be hell, but you ain't going to be able to leave your city. Ain't going to be no caravan out of here to get out of America. They're going to shut the shit down. They're going to shut the cities down, and they're going to starve your ass out. And you're going to be screaming for FEMA. And a lot of you's going to take the chip. And guess what? You take the chip, you're going to get hit with the missiles, man. All hell's about to break loose. NYC, when Jacob, oh man, forget about it. New York City, Jersey, Newark, Jersey City, it's Patterson. It's gonna be fucking crazy, man.
There's gonna be World War Z in these big cities. And for any of you that have seen the zombie movie World War Z, where everything is happening fast paced, just big ass mobs, zombies fucking shit up. That's how it's gonna be in these big cities, man.
Yeah, people ain't ready. You see people shopping, walking around like nothing gonna happen. Those gonna be the ones that's gonna turn into cannabis and crazies that day. They're gonna be the ones bugging the fuck out when that time comes. Why you cursing? Here it is, all hell's about to break loose. We're talking about fucking cannibalism, and motherfuckers talk about why you cursing. That's why death and destruction needs to come. Not taking nothing serious. Here it is, we're talking about serious situation, no foods in the stores, all hell breaking loose, and you talk about me cursing. Don't worry about it. When you haven't ate for a couple of days and weeks, we're gonna see what you're gonna say in that day. You gotta man the fuck up, man. Man the fuck up with this faggoty Christianity, faggoty spirit is what's gonna get you killed in the last days. Man the fuck up, man. Man the fuck up. Spiritually, man. Weak ass. There's a weak ass spirit fight. The music is weak. The movie is a weak. It's like men are fucking mentally weak. That's why you're so quick to murder each other. Oh, what the fuck, nigga? You looking at me? Ah, that's effeminate, man. There's a weak ass spirit out here flying around. A lot of you Israelite men are just sodomites, man. You're one cough away from being a sodomite. If you're not a sodomite already. Look at that. Jaden Smith said that his boyfriend's Tyler Creator. He just came out with it. So that faggoty, that weak spirit is running rampant in you Israelite men. And that's why the women run around rampant and crazy out here. Being lesbians and all that. Because you men are out of order. Your spirit, your aura, your energy is completely out of order. And we're getting tired of this shit. But we at the end of this thing. Lord willing, we have to mobilize. The last couple of days has been 69 views, man. That's these devils, man. Last couple of days has been 69, staying at 69. 69. Last couple of 69. That's you devils and your fucking sorcery and your Bruce transgender bullshit. Watch it go bounce to 69. Watch. These devils be fucking with it. 67 is gonna go back to 69. It's been doing the last couple of days, man. That's you witches and warlocks watching. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. Last couple of days has been fucking 69. Or 69 just got shot the fuck up. 69 just did a video shoot with Nicki Minaj and Kanye West. They shot his shit up out there in Cali. So fire is coming for all you witches and warlocks. Just know that. Because there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. And Yahweh Shai going to reign supreme. Look at that, 69 again. It keeps going to 69. It's been doing that shit. You witches and warlocks, fuck you, man. Fuck all of yous, man. You know you watching. We feel you watching. You dumb, stupid ass Satanists, you necromancers, you witches, you astrologers. Fuck you, man. Just know that there's going to be more fire. There's going to be more destruction. And when you come to touch the man of the Lord's going to give us that supernatural power. And you're going to know the name of Yahweh Shai. That name is going to be exalted, man. Through his men. Because we are mighty through the power of Yahweh Shai. And come fuck with us and come touch us. And watch what the fuck happens, man. We know you witches and warlocks are watching, man. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. Look, 69 again. There's no enchantment against Jacob. Fuck you, man. Fuck all of yous, man. Y'all gonna be burnt up. Y'all gonna be destroyed, man. Look. Satan. Demons, man. They show you in that movie, Unfriended Web. They showed you that. In Unfriended Web. In Unfriended Web, they showed you that, man. The demon at the end of the movie, they had black hoodies on with a whole bunch of internet screens around them, and it was kidnapping people, doing sacrifices. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Shaluk Rayam Mashapatium, to all you demons and you warlocks, man. Abba Babal, destruction upon Babylon, man. Fire upon Babylon. And the Most High gonna destroy you. Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah. And that's what these videos are. They're prayers, man. They're curses upon you. You damn demons and you damn devils, man. And you witches and warlocks, you magi's and sorcerers. We know it's the elites of Esau against the elites of the house of Israel, which is the house of David, man. And Yahweh Shai gonna destroy you. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai gonna fucking destroy all you devils, man. This is spiritual warfare, man. This is spiritual battle. Look at that. It went back to 69. That number 69. And that's been happening the last couple of days. And in videos, it's been 69. 69. That's them devils doing them enchantments, man. That's them fucking enchantment. It ain't gonna fucking work. And guess what? We're gonna buy some sage and we're gonna light up some incense, Lord willing. And it went back to 69. We're gonna light up some sages and we're gonna put curses on you motherfuckers, man. We're gonna put curses on you and your whole family and you witches and you we ain't gonna stop, man. We ain't gonna stop till you get brought the fuck down. That's what we're gonna do, you damn devils. You ain't resting, we ain't resting, man. It's good against evil, and good is gonna prevail. And you dumb, stupid devils, the Most High controls all. He created good, he created evil. He, the Lord, does all things, man. Yahweh, he is. He's the creator, man. All his angels are servant and submissive to him. You dumb, stupid devils, including Satan, man. That's why we're having all these dreams and crazy dreams and feeling. We all feeling all kind of, you know. In the morning, you feeling all kind of. You having all these dreams. You feeling all kind of. That's these devils, man. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. The Most High already forewarned us about you, man. Fuck you, man. You going down very soon. And when you come to touch us, when you come to physically touch us, because all we're doing is reading the scriptures. When you come to touch us and you demonize us, then you're going to know what our power is about. Go back to 60 and went back to 69. You're going to know what our power is about, man. And you devils going to get flipped over, man. And body slammed. That's what's going to happen. When just know this. When you come to touch us, you touch us and you hurt us, that's when our power is going to roar on you, man. That's when he's going to roar like a lion protecting his cubs. Going back to 69. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. You Rothschilds elites, your time is coming. You Satanists and all you sellout camps out there, you witches and warlocks too. You're going to be destroyed. 2/3 of our people, you're a bunch of witches and warlocks. You're going to be destroyed. So repent and get yourself right, man. And come wholeheartedly to the Lord, because we at the end of this thing. And there's no enchantment against Jacob. You devils, you witches and warlocks, there's no enchantment against Jacob, man. Even Solomon, who you witches and warlocks read about, he said it himself. It's all vanity. It's all bullshit. Righteousness is the way. That is the way. What's righteous? What's love? Following the law, statute, commandments, and teaching others to do so. It went back to 69. But giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, death and destruction to you Satanists, you Rothschilds, elites. You're going down. There's no enchantment against Jacob. You're losing your power. You're losing your sorcery. You're gonna lose that blessing you got. You're gonna find out as a curse, man. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. And you devils been living by the sword, man. And you're gonna cough up the riches, and blood gonna be shedded upon you devils. You're gonna be the blood sacrifice. Thus save the Lord. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at our power. You mad at us? Get mad at our power, man. Get mad at Yahushai. We're just servants. We're telling you what's about to happen. You should be thanking us, man. We're telling you what's about to happen. And then you get mad at us. Well, fuck you. You're going down. It don't matter who you guys set up. It's not working. Your enchantments is not working, man. It's not going to work. You got your witches and warlocks and your agents out there coming amongst us, watching through the screen, putting curses on it. We laugh at that. We laugh at that because there's all them gods is fake. All them deities is fake, man. Yahweh Shai going to reign supreme. The Almighty Yahweh going to reign supreme. The Great Spirit going to reign supreme, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Who's coming down to destroy your asses, man. The White Ranger, he's coming back, Yahweh Shai. The first slave ship that came over here to the coast, you know what it was called? White Lion. The White Lion's coming back. He's coming back with power. You're going to find out what power is very soon through his servants. Very soon. So come fuck with us, man. Look at it, back to 69. Come fuck with us. Come fuck with us. Come touch us and demonize us and throw us in prison and chop our heads off. Watch what the Lord does to you. He's going to fucking rip you apart, man. He's going to rip your ass the fuck apart. Come. That's what we're waiting for. We're sitting ducks. We're waiting for you to come touch us. That's prophecy. We're waiting for you to persecute us so the Lord can fucking snap in your ass. We can smash you like Hulk, man. Like Thor with that hammer. We're going to fucking smash you with that spiritual power. And fucking Stan Lee just died too. That's good. That's an omen, man. That's a sign. In the midst of all this fiery, the angels getting busy, Stan Lee dies, man. The Most High is showing you he's about to give his men that spiritual power. And when we get that power, we're going to fly through the screen, man, and hunt you devils down, man. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You wait and see, man. The Lord's rebuilding the tabernacle of David, and our foot are going to go up your red asses, man. Stay strong, Shalom.